With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 4 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
รายการของเรามีให้หลายภาษาโปรดดู suprememastertv.com/schedule
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Buồn ngồi bên sông cửa nhìn mây nước ngoài xa, nghe tiếng người trước ngõ ngỡ chàng về thăm ta. Nhưng đường phố vắng tanh ta thở dài một mình, buông rèm ngồi thơ thẩn ôi chăn mền lặng thinh.
Nice to see you. Good, yeah? Everybody feels good? Yes. Wow, me too. Imagine. Hey. Wow. Look bad. I have not been able to. A lot of work. Feel good? Yes. I don't know what I'm going to tell you, but I feel good. Why are you sitting up there? Huh? You can see my head better, right? Okay. Well, the first batch ever to see me, eh? Well, I thought I would never see you again. And here I am. Wow, that's nice. Maybe. Maybe our luck has changed, huh? Yeah, I hope it changes forever. We have saved some more years for the planet. I don't know if you have. I have. Just joking. And we have, huh? Probably work together, huh? Yeah. You saved it. I hope it will last longer. Yeah, but I have to work harder. So much suffering. It's worth it. It's just sometimes I thought I cannot do anymore. Phew. I'm glad to see you, though. I really am. The price was so high, I thought I couldn't see you. So, how are the dogs and cat people at home? Everything good? Yes. You two look the same. I don't know who's who. I know, I'm just joking. I never forget this face. So everyone okay, yeah? Yeah. Happy to be here, yeah? For 3 days, right? The next session will be more people. You're welcome to stay longer if there's room, okay? Yes, of course. If not, you just I think you will have room. If you can, you stay, yeah? If you cannot... If you cannot, then you cannot. Anyway, it's good to see you. My God, so good. So everything's all right, yeah? You're working well, loving hood everywhere. Hmm? Nowadays, it's very difficult to find an anonymous person to drive my car or to buy me something, you know, with a zero name on it. Everybody's a Loving Hood owner, Loving Hood waiter, Loving Hood manager, Loving Hood director, Loving Hood eater, Loving Hood cleaner, Loving Hood onlooker, Loving Hood bystander, everything. Loving Hood, loving food, loving everywhere. And it's very difficult for me to find a loving person nearby. Phew, the karma is so strong, my God. Whoever stays nearby, they just make him or her just like you never encounter that kind of person on this planet ever. I feel also sorry for me. Also for whoever around. I have to be really strong, you know. Even I am also sometimes feeling black and blue. Not to talk about the, you know, the high level, you know, assistant. Yeah, pretty difficult. Anything you want to tell me? Because I don't know what to tell you, really. I'm just happy to see you. You're so tan, huh? You've been in Mexico? You came back? Spain also?
Has the loving heart in Marbella.
I was thinking maybe she can come and drive my car. No. You have your name in Loving Hood.
You have your name with loving heart. Yes.
Yeah, connected. I like to drive around anonymous. Yeah, anonymously. It's easier for me to work that way. You open a Loving Hood in Madrid?
In Marbella.
Marbella?
South. Near Malaga.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one from you?
Yes, yeah.
How long ago?
Malaga. There's one in Malaga and there's one in Marbella now.
Uh-huh.
Two near each other, yeah.
You have two?
No, not me, no. I just have the one in Marbella. 1.5 years.
Muy rico, huh? Mucho dinero, ¿no?
Not yet.
Not yet? Yeah. It takes maybe 3 years to get it back. Yeah. But I don't know why. There are other Loving Hood, like in Belgium, they're doing well.
Yeah, the Spanish people, they've got no
idea
of the vegetarian food.
No, it's not only that, it's not that, but they like to eat at home.
Yeah.
They're very family-oriented, you know, they like to come home, siesta, that's their sacred hours, yeah? They go home and, yeah, comida, con los amigos y la familia, todos. So you don't ever see them, you know. You can't even invite them. Even if you invite them for free, they don't go. Yeah, it happened to me, you know. I had a taxi driver, you know, in Spain, you know, yes. Lucky me, so many disciples, and had to go by taxi all the time. And many times I went with him, and he's a very good guy, you know. He came into the supermarket and all that. I also had to do shopping. And he helped me with the bags and everything, and he waited for me a long time, and very patiently, lovingly, and he didn't even charge the waiting time. So of course I gave him a lot of tips afterward. And so many days after, I invited him to come with me to the restaurant to eat something. Yeah, I say, you're so nice, come in the Chinese restaurant and eat something with me today. I'm hungry also, let's go. And he said, no, I don't like Chinese food. I never heard anybody who said they don't like Chinese food up to now. Okay, fine. Okay, then we go for Italian food. No. I prefer Spanish food. Fine, let's go to a Spanish restaurant. We can find it anywhere here. Have some churros or paellas, whatever you like. No, I go home and eat with Me, mujer. my wife, yeah. First, I thought maybe today he has an appointment with his mujer, you know, mean wife, yeah, esposa. And then so I said, okay, another day, don't worry. Another day I invited him again because he drive me sometime into some crazy mountain place, puncture his tire and all that because the road is full of kind of rocks or some thorns, very big thorns. And so I feel sorry for the guy, even though I gave a lot of tips already, I feel like I should compensate him a little bit, you know, being friendly. I never learn, actually. I should never invite a man because he might misunderstand. I never learn. I tell you, I never learn anything. I'm telling you, don't do this, don't do that, but I do it all the time. I forget, you know, I forget. And also sometimes I'm too generous, you know, I go everywhere, I give people this and that, and then I become too famous and then I had to run. I never learn. I cannot just say no to myself, to somebody who is in need. If you give a $10, okay, but if you give 500, you are something. I never learn. Also with taxi drivers, I never learn because many taxi drivers in Monaco flirted with me. You remember the story? Oh, they probably edited it. I told them, edit it. Cut it. Don't give people the wrong idea. Don't give other taxi drivers the wrong idea, you know. Never mind. The one who were there when I told the story probably heard the original, but afterward I told them just cut all that stuff. Yeah. And then so I invited him again. And you don't misunderstand me, huh? That guy, he's about this big. About almost to the ceiling tall. And he has his stomach standing right in front of me before himself, you know. Not my type, okay? Just want to make sure that you don't have the wrong idea about your master. I'm squeaky clean, right? Okay, so I invited him again because he's so good. He's really so good. He's so loving and kind, not just driving the taxi. And sometimes I give him a lot of tips. He refused. He said, too much, enough already. You keep it for yourself because you're in a strange country. You never know when you need it more. So sometimes I have to kind of edge him to take it, you know, because he has a wife and children who go to college, and he is the only breadwinner in the house. But he's so modest, you know, and honest. I'm very proud for the Spanish people, yeah. Okay, I invite him again, hey? He said, no, he cannot go today. He doesn't want to go. Fine. It was siesta time. I thought he had free time. He could come with me. I said, I pay all for the waiting hours and everything. Okay, don't worry. He said, no, I don't go. And so, that's the third time I invited again. And then he refused again. I thought maybe he misunderstood, you know, thinking I wanted to take him home with something, put in my pocket, you know, him in my pocket. So I say, hey, I'm really not fancying you, okay? I just think you are very kind and fatherly, okay? So I invite you just as a friend and as a good client of a very good service that you do. So please don't misunderstand and don't tell your wife that I'm into you or anything, okay? You can also please invite your wife together and the whole family even. I don't care. I really just want to show you some nice vegan food, you know, like maybe we go to a vegan restaurant, or if not, then go to a Spanish restaurant, any restaurant you choose, big, small, first class, second class, whatever. I said, no, I never think like that. No, I just like to go home and eat with my wife. He's addicted to his wife. I said, oh, then it's very good that you... And he said also with his daughter and all that, you know. And I was very touched. I said, oh, that's very good that you love your family so much and you always eat together with your family. This is a very, very excellent thing. Okay? I want you to know that. It's a very good thing. You should keep your family tight, intact like this, you know. It's very good, very good. And I was very touched. I said, oh, that's very good that you love your family so much and you always eat together with your family. This is a very, very excellent thing. Okay? I want you to know that. It's a very good thing. You should keep your family tight, intact like this, it's very good, very good. But then, even then, he has a problem with his wife. Should I tell you? He asked for my advice about woman. It's funny. He asked a woman who forgot that she's been married, I don't know, 30 years already or something. How can you remember anything after 30 years? Do you? Do you remember? No, okay, never mind. But I tried to give him advice. Since he asked, because some time ago he told me he had a problem with his wife, otherwise everything is okay. Yeah? And he kept mentioning it another time again. So I say, so what is the problem? Why? Why is there a problem with your wife? Because you are so good with husband, you earn money, you give her everything, and you take care of your children. They go to college even. So he said, yeah, I work very hard, 24 hours. Anytime customer call, I just go no matter when. Yeah. I said, then she should appreciate it. You're such a good husband. Yeah. He said, yeah, but she still thinks it's not enough. And can I ask you for some advice? I said, yeah, ask me if I can answer you. He said, I have 3 women. No, don't laugh. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. I have 3 women. Please tell me, whom should I love most? I said, tell me the 3 first. He said, my woman, yeah, my mujer, my mother, and my daughter. So I love them all the same. My feelings for all of them are the same, more or less. But how can I love one more than the other? I say, if you ask me, your wife is number 1. You love your wife first, and everything else later. But he said, why? I love my mother also, and I love my daughter very much. I say, yes, in your heart you should. You should even love them more if you want. But physically, outside, you have to show your wife that she's number 1. Otherwise, you have problems. He said, yeah, I have problems because of that. How do you know? Every time I don't make her feel like number 1, then I have problems. Big problems. I said, see, I told you. Even though it's your mother and she has the right to be loved, and your daughter, of course, you love her, but your wife, you should never neglect. You should always let her know that she's always the one. Since the beginning, the middle, and the end. Never changes, yeah? And he said, but if I make my mother feel that she's not number 1, wouldn't she feel sad? And wouldn't she then hate my wife and all that? I said, no. If you make your wife feel number 1, she will also make your mother feel happy automatically, and everything will be better. And she will also cook better for your daughter and take care of your daughter better. Everybody will be happy. And if you want to show more love for your mother, do it behind her back, somewhere else, in her house or something, but not in front of your wife. Because I saw him when he came home, immediately he hugged his daughter. One time I didn't have change to give to him. I had the 500 euro and no shop wanted to take it. I didn't have enough money to give him for the long distance drive. I owed him maybe 150 something. So he took me home to change it for me. And I saw immediately when he came home, he just hugged his daughter and said, oh, ¿cómo está? Todo bien? And everything, And his wife was just standing there, I noticed that from the corner of my eye, but I said nothing. So later when he came out and asked me for advice, I gave him, give it to him. He said, but why? Why do I have to love my wife more than my mother, yeah? And my daughter? I said, no, you don't. You just show it more. Anytime you show it more. And he said, last time you told me that I have to buy her a little chocolate and some flowers. I did that, but it didn't work too well. And it works immediately, but it doesn't work later on. I said, yeah, you have to keep it up. And if you are very good and very affectionate, you don't even need flowers. You don't even need to spend money on chocolate. Just go home, hug her, kiss her, tell her you miss her every time, or take her out for a walk or to the cinema. It's not expensive. Go out together to a small coffee shop, something, hold hands, walk on the beach alone, not with the daughter and not with the mother all the time. I'm tagging along. And then he said, but I don't have time. I work 24 hours. I said, you have time. You make time. Yeah, whenever you don't have a client, then you go with her. And even just 5 minutes here and there, and every time you just hug her and kiss her like that, even just 2-3 seconds, it makes her feel good. And especially when you go out together with friends in public, you show it more. He said, yeah, how do you know that? when I'm going out with her, if I show something in public, oh, she treats me nice many days. I said, of course. It's plain like your nose. My nose, yeah. Because if you show it in public, she'll be feeling very, very, proud. Look at me, she will secretly look at everybody if they're looking at how you love her. You see? She'll be very proud because all the friends, everybody knows that you love her. At home, of course, you have to do the same, not just go out in public and do it, of course. But if you do it in public, she appreciates it even more. She likes it even more. She said, how do you know all this? I said, I don't know, I just guess. Because I'm a woman, suppose I have a husband. If he's treating me the way I told you now, I would be very happy in heaven. I would love him forever. And because you show it more, as you show it like that, she will love you more. She also replies with love, responds with more love. And then the more she responds, the more you also like it. And then vice versa, keep coming, going, keep building up all the time. Like a house, you have to build it, to make it stable and nice. Because the affection, it keeps reciprocating. Yes, that's right. And then you appreciate each other even more. Oh, yesterday he was so loving to me, He bought me a chocolate, even though he was so busy. He came home quickly, just for 5 seconds, just to give me a chocolate, and then ran out. Things like that. And then she cooked special things for him, or being lovey-dovey at night, more. And then because of that, he's also happy the next day and feels more love for her, you see? I say, because if she's happy, then you're happy. If she's not happy, even when you're working, you don't feel good. You feel you don't have energy. He said, yes, I feel drained whenever we had an argument. I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything. I can't even concentrate on my driving. I'm not nice to the client, even though I'm trying, but my face is so long. I said, yeah, we don't want to be a horse, with a face so long. So, etc., etc. And still he said, but why do I have to be more nice to my wife than my mother, and my daughter? My daughter, I love her. She's lovely and she's so good. A good daughter. I said, yeah, of course she is. Because you're good, she's good. And your mother, of course, she gave birth to you. You have to always love her in your heart and be thankful to her all the time. Yes, but don't show it more than to your wife. But he said, why? I said, why? Because your mother has your father. And she has you all these years already. And your wife has just been married to you, some years now. She's entitled to have you, okay? And you can always see your mother all the time, and your mother can also come. But don't make your wife feel neglected. Never. And then your mother, she's also old now, she will leave you. Go back to heaven soon. And your daughter, maybe tomorrow she sees a handsome classmate somewhere, and then she don't even remember what your name is. And she will go out soon, to marry and have the life of her own. And all you have is your wife, in the beginning, and in the middle, and in the end. She will stick with you all your life through your sickness and your health, as you're rich and poor. This is true like that. And if you don't love each other, you don't take care of each other, and then you don't have the happiness that's supposed to last all your life. I tell you all this because I see you love your wife very much. But you have to show it. Not tell me, tell her. Not tell me that you love her. She hears nothing. I'm just a client. I can't even come and tell her. Oh, I did though. Just one time, that opportunity when we came in change money, I immediately, because I know they already had a little problem, immediately I came in and said, you are the one, the lucky one, eh? You are the one that he always talks about. Yeah? And she immediately said, bad things, right? Bad things, right? I said, no, never. He loves you so much. Even I feel envy and jealous, He said that, what did he say about me? How do you know he loves me? He told me he loves you so much. And then he said that you're such a good wife. He always wants to come home and eat with you. Even if I invited him, he never went out with me. Yeah, you're lucky. And he say, you are so beautiful. Even after so many years, he's still in love with you. And then she began to believe. And he say also, I clean the house very nice. I say, of course. Of course. He told me that all the time. He said he could never imagine a woman could be more clean than you. And look at your house. Look at this. You see? You see, really, he told the truth. It's true. She really cleans the house. My God. They bought the house 10 years already. And before that, somebody already lived there. But the floor is like it just been built yesterday. And you can even eat from it. And it's so shiny like a mirror. So shiny, as if she put oil on it. I don't know, maybe she did. Oh, so clean everywhere. You know, they have just a small townhouse, but it's so beautiful and clean. And I say, I'm sure you cook excellent as well. Otherwise, your husband wouldn't be so addicted. You know, and she was so happy, and her face was so red, and her eyes were bright. And after that, she came all the way out to the gate to see me off. Come back anytime, please, come back. I'm just a client, a tourista, I told him. Come back, please, come back anytime. Mi casa es su casa. Su casa. Mi casa es su casa, my God. Just a one-time client and tourist. Okay, so I don't know why I tell you so many things. About the Spanish who don't eat out. They do, you know, but... I don't know, maybe they don't read like foreign food that much, hey? Not like the German or maybe the English, you know? Right? I'm sorry for you. Now, why did you...
Get a lot of other nationalities.
You getting better now? Yeah.
They come in, they love it.
Yeah, the other people.
You to come in.
Yeah. But the natives are very difficult.
Yes.
Difficult. They just like to eat at home. Because their lunchtime is their siesta time, and they go home, eat, and then sleep, you know, rest or go out with their friends. They like it very much like that. Yeah. The same with the Italians, I think. Yeah. They're more family and friends are oriented. Yes. So I don't blame them, huh? In Spain, I also heard complaint from an Indian restaurant as well. A Chinese restaurant are also not too full, yes, because they say the Spanish don't like Indian food. Not too much, you know, not too much. So mostly they sell to the tourists. Okay, so that's my story. How because of your restaurant, we talk so much. Anybody else? Are you okay? Need some paper? Yeah, you need some paper? No? You need some eye drops? I have some. I will give you some later, okay? Okay. It helps. Sometimes I have also very dry eyes. You know, recently I had big trouble with the eye. And it was so red and swollen. And I had to have special treatment. And then every day I had to wash it, to moisten it, yes. Sometimes it just happens, huh? Yeah. Maybe sometimes it's when you awaken too suddenly from a sleep and your eyes were still very dry. You feel dry because at that time maybe your soul left the body and it's almost like you're dead. So the eyes would open and turn upward all the night or all these hours like that, or when you meditate and suddenly you wake up. Before your soul, you know, takes time to readjust, then your eyes also feel dry. So please do have some eye drops, you know, simple like teardrop stuff, just to clean the eyes, to moisten them, yeah? After meditation, or whenever you feel dry, do that. Take care of your eyes, okay? I know you have wisdom eye and it's very important, but but my God, we do need this for everything else, yeah? Who else open New Loving Hood? You? No? How come? You have so much money, you don't open. And your husband, no open? No open restaurant either? Is he here? No.
He's home.
He's home?
Yes.
Why is he home? Why he? Why he home? No time?
We have no time to talk to the boss.
Oh, no time to talk to the boss? But we have...
Just know 199 only.
Yeah, but we have until the 9th. So he can come later if he can. Yeah, doesn't matter. It's okay. He loves me all the same.
Why matter?
Crying?
Yes.
That tough guy crying?
I supposed to go with our brother sister. He said, but I want to ride you to go to airport.
Mm-hmm.
So on the way he cried.
Oh, tough guy crying. I can't believe it. So he's better now, yeah? He keeps his job now?
Yes.
He doesn't wait for the boss in the corner anymore? Good boy. Anybody else who want to tell me some stuff? Some good stuff? Funny stuff? Too? Is Paraguay okay? Father, mother okay? Everything? Yeah. Brother also okay? Husband there, yeah? Also here? Wow, always the whole family, and you flew so fast, the first batch already. You came because of the opening time, or you came before you knew? No capito? Just came yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody else, tell me where you from? Huh? Oh, so quiet, you couldn't even drop a call. America?
Yes.
And you?
Hungary.
Hungary? I think I remember you a little bit.
It was 3.5 years ago, but I was here first time.
Okay.
Second time.
Second time, okay. You grew up, that's why, huh? And you?
I came from Canada.
Canada. Is it cold there, huh? Still? Now everybody else America, right?
Yes.
All Americans? Wow. Flew so fast. Is it expensive to fly so quick?
No.
To book tickets so quick? No? Not expensive?
No.
I'm sorry, but I wish I knew 2 years in advance. Then you can book those, long distance tickets. When you book longer in advance, it's cheaper, right? I heard sometimes even only, I don't know, there's a guy who told me on the airplane that because he booked long in advance, he can come and go any country, maybe $50, something like that. Around Europe, Yeah.
Doesn't matter the long we see you.
I know, but your bank manager is not happy. Yeah. Never mind, huh? You never know if you still live tomorrow, eh?
Yeah.
Especially nowadays with the planet stuff, eh? Yes. Oh, there were... Mexico just had some earthquake again, 7.6, a few days ago. You don't know? Why do I have to always report to you things? You don't watch TV and don't look on the internet, nothing?
We don't like that.
I forgot also. Can somebody call or tell them to send some money to Mexico, huh? Send somebody 30,000 or something, okay? Tell somebody to go and help out a little bit. Because I knew it a few days ago, but I was running. I had no chance to talk a little bit. Sometimes I don't contact because I want to keep quiet, Security problem. Being famous is no fun. Don't envy me, okay? No fun. Especially when you don't have a fixed place, yeah? And you don't have a bodyguard or survey camera or whatever, all that equipment. You cannot survey the police. And it's not the police that I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of people who work with the police. They're not always good, okay? Sometimes they're informants, but they're not good. Sometimes the police also trust the bad guys or work with the bad guys. Yes. The police kept coming to my house, but one day he came alone, one person with a torch, and turned off his car light and just went slow in the dark. I tried to open the gate and the door and all that. Creepy stuff. I don't know if the police are supposed to do that.
No.
No, huh? Luckily, the gate was locked very well, and there were some dogs, veggie bones, big dog bacon bones outside, and big dogs drinking bowl was still there. And the neighbor was just coming back quick, so anyway, we had many times things, and not just police, bad people. They came and burned my garden, tried to film me out. Some people came and broke the house and broke the door and coming in and stuff. One time, one person came, one or two, I don't know, and then burned the garden, burned the out surroundings so that I come out. I didn't know I was meditating, but the neighbors called the firemen, and then they came and put it out. So it burned just a few thousand meters, not much yet. And then the police also came. One of the assistants told me afterward that he told the police, look, that person, the arson person, is still there in the garden running. You come in and catch him. You can catch him. And the police said, no, we're afraid. It's dangerous to go in. Two of them, two police, with equipment, with guns and everything. Besides, they could call for backup. The policemen were just down below. You know what I mean? So I suspected that they went there just to protect that guy, not to catch him. So I don't ever dare to call the police, especially in that area. Or any area, I never know. I never know who's who anymore. Yeah? Because even though I didn't do anything, and they could check me out in and out all the time, and I came to the center and checked many times. And I came to my private place and with a helicopter on top of the roof, almost touching my roof, and the gun pointed at our heads and stuff like that, It's scary. You never know if the police protect you or try to use scare tactics to trouble you. So I don't know if I can ever call the police for help if I have trouble, so I just run, protect myself. Yeah. Sometimes after the police left, somebody else would come. Or it's just funny how come the police know where my place is and then some other people would come and break in afterward. One time we did a video conference. Yes, and at about after midnight already, 1 o'clock or something. And suddenly there was a knocking at the door. I already finished, luckily, finished talking. So we were just trying to gather things, and I was trying to do makeup and change into normal clothes and go out. And then suddenly there was a knocking at the door outside. Knocking very hard, many times. I'm not telling you a made-up story because there were witnesses. There were people with me, and the thing I told you is the truth because the people are still alive. The people who were with me, the attendants and cameramen and all that, were still alive, okay? It's just recently, and not too recent, but, whenever I was in a video conference with LA or something, they were knocking at the door, so I was so scared. My heart pumped. So I told them, turn off all the lights. Don't answer the door. We don't know who that is. Because how can anybody come into my house, into my garden? Because the gate is very high, and the fence is very high, all locked and fenced in. How can anybody come and knock at my door at that hour, 2 o'clock after midnight? So they kept knocking, and we just turned off the light as if we didn't hear, and then we just sat there. Of course, I won't call the police, I don't know, maybe the police were outside even themselves. So after a while, they just left. And then I just felt that it's safe to run out, run quick, go away from that place. And since then, I didn't go back to that place anymore for video conferences. I had to go elsewhere. It doesn't seem very safe anymore, even though I have changed houses 100 times already. Every time is always something new. Yeah. Somehow they get the news where I am or something. You see, that's why I had to keep myself as anonymous as possible. Understand now?
Yeah.
Sometimes because you do conference or you telephone a lot or you do internet, they can check. Somehow they can track you, right? Is it? Yeah? Yes. Uh, because even though we have different centers, but it's all open like a book. Yeah? On the internet, our email address is the telephone numbers. Everybody knows everybody. Understand? Because of our business, our nature of association, everything is open. So I'm not always safe everywhere. I'm not always safe if I contact. You understand? Or if you're an owner of Loving Hood and drive my car, for example. So you all go out feeling proud, you have master, supreme master, and association, everything. You have sticker everywhere, Loving Hood, supreme master Ching meditation, supreme master TV, contact person, everything. You go out and air it all out. And I'm, sneaking around like a thief. Yeah. You're so proud that everybody would even stop and listen to your master story or watch your Supreme Master TV or come to your shop or come to your house even. And I'm so afraid that everybody even know who I am and what I'm doing and where I live. I have to keep changing addresses. So just in case I have to run in the middle of the promise program, the people would understand, okay? You guys?
Yeah.
No, I don't tell you half of the story. Actually, you don't even know half of what I have to do or go through all the time. Just now because, by the way, I remember all this and just tell you. Otherwise, you would not know, huh? Never knew this, huh?
Yeah.
No, yes. Also, if I go out, I cannot use credit card even. I can't. If I use somebody else's credit card, it would be even worse. You know what I mean? Like fraud. And if I'm using cash, it's also not safe for me. Even now, the FBI in America says if you use cash to pay and if you own a torch, you're likely to be a terrorist already. Yeah, most people, they don't pay cash when they buy a lot of things. And I do always have to buy a lot of things because I change places. Sometimes I had to run quick. I can't take everything with me. I don't have a chance to take because I have dog people and a dog's bed and dog's food and dog's ball and dog's blankets and, have to pack in one car and go. So I just go as is. I'm lucky to even have some clothes on. So if I have to take cash with me, I cannot take like $20, $10. It would be like a big bag, the way I have to buy things. If I go to a new place, because mostly I don't have many assistants around. Either I cannot bear them or they cannot bear the karma, the pressure. So I just have one, or two. But sometimes the other one is busy going somewhere else, and then only one, So one car, dog people. Oh, and then another time I have two drivers, and the dog people went separately because at that time I had more dog people. And then he just totaled the car. Because I told him to follow, he didn't follow. He just went his own way. He's fine, but he didn't even use GPS. And then he asked the police somewhere to make a GPS for him, and then told the police, of course, where he was going. Yeah, in my car, for example, yeah? And my dogs are not that invisible, are they? Yeah, they're special dog people. They're supposed to go anonymously, huh? But then he totaled the car afterward because he didn't follow us, the first car. And that was not the only problem. He didn't even know where he was. He couldn't tell me where he was so that we could find him. But before that, I told him, okay, please, if you're lost now, just stay in that station. Stay there. We're coming back for you. No, he didn't. He left again and was lost so many hours. I've been home already all night. He was not there. Not home, but I mean, he went to the destination already. I wasn't worried about him. I was worried about my dog, people. And true it was, he totaled the car. Luckily, he just had some scratches. And the dog people had no problem. No problem at that time. But because of that, you know, Hamid had liver problem and died soon afterwards, but died in agony. And it agonized me even up to now. Because maybe he ruptured his liver or something, and there's no cure. And he died in such an agonizing way, and I could not forgive myself. Not that he complained or anything, but he had pain, you know, and it was such a terrible thing that I could do nothing. Because he took also karma from that guy, you know. Dogs are like that. They take some of your karma if you do something for them. Oh my God, all night I was worried sick because he didn't even turn on the phone, or the phone was out of order or something. And then finally, I could talk to him and he said his battery was almost going out. Oh, and then I said, okay, never mind. Just tell quickly your GPS position. If you don't know where you are, just tell the GPS. Luckily, he has a GPS. So I never knew how these things work. I never knew that you could trace somebody by GPS because I don't know how to use GPS myself. I don't even know how to spell GPS. But I do know from somewhere that you can find it if you know the GPS position. Because the guy, he just total on the highway. He didn't even know where it was. I said, there must be a house or some street somewhere. He said, no, okay, go a little bit further and find the house. He found the house, but he didn't know where he was still. No address on the house, he said. He could not reach the foreign language, whatever. Okay, fine. I said, come back quickly and then read the GPS. And then the guy who knew the GPS stuff had to go there and get him back. Because even he couldn't go back, the car was total. That the car would cost maybe 50,000 US dollars, but we had to sell it for 600 euros. Nobody want to buy it. Well, maybe they could use the engine and they could fix it, but that's the way they buy it in the garage, you know, they don't pay much money. And I was just glad to get rid of it, whatever, you know. We have nothing to do with it anymore. And the driver who totaled his car, I was begging him on the phone to tell him where they were so that I could go and find them and my dog people. I said, we'll not sue you or anything. We don't blame you for anything. We just want to know where my friend is and my dogs. I just want to go and get them. And as soon as he heard that, he didn't talk to me anymore. He turned off the phone and then he drove away. He worried that we come and get him into trouble. I don't blame him, of course, but, you know, that's how people are. And I was so terrified because of my dog. People that didn't even know where they were. And his phone was almost out of battery, whatever it was. My God. You understand? Yes. So even having two drivers is not safe. Having two cars doesn't mean I'm safe on taking anything with me. And before, I was always working with Supreme Master TV or a lot of conferences and all that. And wherever I went, the camera had to go first and all the equipment, so I could hardly have room to put everything that I need. Equipment and dog, people, stuff. And then all the things that I was working on, books or whatever, yeah. I have to read and all that. I hardly had any chance to take clothes or anything for myself and for my attendants also. So whenever we go to a new place, we have to start from ABC again, go and buy pots and pans and food and clothes, and you see? And so we have to buy a lot of things and buy fence to fence in the dog people. And so I cannot just take very little money. And if I take a lot of money, but in small money, then it would be a box of small money. So I only can take big money. But big money make people suspicious. Okay, if you buy big things in the shop, then maybe you can pay like 500, and people wouldn't say much because they're used to it in a big shop. like a big supermarket, maybe okay. Not always okay. They call the security man and bring big machines, 2, 3 machines to check. That's okay also, as long as they check, yeah? But if in a small shop, and sometimes I don't even have change, not enough to pay for gasoline and all that, then they refuse to take a big bill. So we have to scrap together coins or whatever we supposed to use for the toll. Yeah. And then later when we go to the toll station, we're stuck also. I have to beg all the passerby to change some money for us to pass through. Can't even use credit cards. Do you capiche?
Yes.
It has been getting worse, you know. Before it was easier, but recently it was terrible, terrible. Even changing houses doesn't help. Luckily, I have some money. Otherwise, in the old times, it would have been worse, eh? But the old time had good points, good advantages. Like they didn't know you. They didn't have ID card. They didn't have cameras to take your photo. You probably just had any paper, it's fine, but not your photo, so they didn't recognize you if you went out. But nowadays, they have satellite, they have camera everywhere, they have helicopter, so nowhere you can hide. That is the problem. But you still can run. They say you can run, but you cannot hide. Okay, don't hide, can run. At least have car, can travel, can run. So sometimes I'm not as free as you are. Huh? So if you invite me to go here and there and I cannot go, don't be mad at me, huh? Don't be angry and upset or anything. Okay, I'm trying my best all the time. But the situation is not always favorable for me. This world is not my world. It's not your world either. We are in the wrong world. And we try to love this world and try to make it better. But it's not that easy. Not easy for you either, huh? Not easy for me, but we're trying. Why not, huh? What else to do? What to do? There's no other choice, huh? We couldn't do anything else. We couldn't live like everybody else. We couldn't just ignore things and enjoy ourselves and just say nothing, no problem, nada pasa, you know? You cannot, right? You know it's happening. You know things are not very good for everybody else, and we just have to try our best to help. Yeah, even though they would tell you sometimes, we didn't ask for help. Even some of the disciples, one of the disciples, I was asking things and I said, I'm just trying to help you here, you know, to see where the problem is. I didn't ask for help. Wow, I thought, okay, try to remember that when you're in hell again, saying that you didn't ask for help. You know, not everybody is grateful. And not everyone, even spiritual practitioners, is spiritually educated. Like you heard stories from India about how the disciples are very devoted to the master, like to God himself. Things like that. You don't have that in the West. You're lucky already if they don't make trouble for you. Not to talk about respect and being devoted to you. Yeah. But sometimes I need to use Westerner because in Western countries, if you keep using Chinese or Vietnamese, it's too obvious, you know. The two flat nose going out together in a luxury car with many dogs, and before even worse, birds. It's terrible. But it feels like I have to be devoted to them, not them to be devoted to me. Well, thank God they're doing something, but it's difficult. Sometimes very difficult to ask them to do something, as if it's a big favor from them, even though I pay at the end anyway. Like I don't pay every month, but I do pay when they go out. You know that. Even if I go in your car, I pay for petrol, for example. Yeah? I pay something. Or if I go to your house and I eat something, I pay something like that. If you try to work for me, I pay you something. Yeah? Okay. Before, when people came here to work, I told to pay them. but she misunderstood. She make them pay. Because Chinese is like this. I say, the workers, you have to pay also, yeah? Yes. Meaning even though it's our people, you have to pay them also. But in Chinese, it says something like, 那些工作人员也要付钱哈. This is exactly meaning that those workers also must pay, huh? You know. But they don't say must be paid like in English. You understand me? They just say 那些也要付钱. They don't say who pays. But I thought that she understood because that's the way we always did. But then she make them pay instead. Wow, I don't mind such an assistant making money for me. But it's such a opposite, you know, such a big contradiction. But never mind, later we pay anyway, right? Anybody who I owe something, please tell me. Anywhere you work and don't make you pay, just tell me. I repay you back with interest. No kidding. You okay? Yes. Okay. Just tell everybody else if they did work somewhere and they had to pay for it. Then because they came and stay in hotel, you know, like this hotel or the other hotel. So it seemed like they had to pay because of the hotel, you know. Yeah. Originally, the government was not very happy that we make it into a free place. They even suggested that we had to make it like a hotel, so everybody could come in and pay for it. And then we could pay taxes to the government. Somehow, I think we managed to make it into a legal meditation place. But it took a lot of trouble, huh? Yeah, but it took a lot of trouble. Oh my God, it's beaten me up black and blue all these years. I guess it's okay now. For how long, I don't know, but it's okay. All right. Nobody tell me stories. Just make me tell you stories all the time. It's not fair. Huh? Tell me something. Yeah.
Master, you still look very beautiful.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, just because I see you. Thank you. Thank you. Really? I look beautiful?
Yes.
Kidding, no? I'm pretty. No, not yet. Checking. I'm pretty old. That's what I mean. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You know, when I was in the bathroom, when I walked into my private quarters there, I saw all the things so neat and tidy. By the way, thank you all whoever worked to make my house ready and all the clothes hanging there, neat and iron, all the bathrooms sparkly, clean, and, you know, all earrings around and everything that I need. Thank you all. Who worked for my house? Who is it? Not here? Oh, thank you, huh? Okay. Anyway, who told you to do all that? Because in my private house, you never did all these things. You didn't even care to wash my clothes. And some of you wash and shrink it into small size. How did you know all this? Because in my house before, you never did this. I told you, okay. That's why, I guess. But it's all clean and nice and so many clothes, beautiful clothes. I tell you, I haven't seen it for like years. Running, just wearing from a Chinese shop, those stuff. And always working, look at my hand, it's all very old because I've been washing and cleaning all the time. Look, my hands are older than my face. And I'm always running. I don't have time to even put cream on or anything sometimes. You know, cannot even take the cream because it's in a rush, you know. Because why rushing? Because sometimes heaven don't tell me that I should run. Just tell me that maybe at the last minute or last hours maximum. And then I have to quickly, everything and just run, you know. With dog, people, and other things, equipment is more difficult like that. Or sometimes they tell me, yeah, but I'm too busy to listen. I do all the stuff, you know. like I'm not in this world to listen to this worldly report. I'm in other worlds, checking other things. For example, I'm too exhausted to even listen. There's always warning, but sometimes I don't hear. Or sometimes I hear, but then I think it's not possible. It's very safe here, Oh, what happened? No problem. How can it be anything? Because even though I have intuition or I have a warning, it's difficult for me also sometimes to believe that I'm going to get into trouble in the next hour if I don't go. I mean, if it keeps repeating like that, and how can I be, I'm too tired. And sometimes I just say, what the heck, if I die, I stay here. But then I can't, because I have responsibility. And also the responsibility for my people who work with me and who stay around me. Understand? It's not that easy. And of course, I have you, no? I don't know if you cry after I die, but you cry now, so I think maybe you like me, huh? Love you. Okay, I believe you. That's why I don't have such an easy life, yeah? Up to now, eh? It was getting more difficult recently even, more than before. After the climate stuff, after the Supreme Master television, getting more difficult for me because I'm more recognizable. That's why I had to try to protect my anonymity, which is difficult. Because sometimes the police, they broadcasted it, They had the right to know, and then they broadcast it on their own internet. And so it's no wonder, like, how come the police just visited me 2 days ago, and then the next day somebody else just climbed into my yard, with a high gate like that, and knocking at my door, for example. No, burned my garden, and the police didn't even want to catch the arsonist. How can? They're supposed to do, no? In America, if somebody burns forests or burns people's houses, it's an arson act and it's a crime, punishable by law. No? Yes? Yes. A few days ago, China had a big fire, and the person was arrested on suspicion of throwing the cigarette at random. But that's a thing that happens also, not to talk about deliberately, burning people's property. Because at that time I live on a mountain top, yeah? Not top, but like on a mountain, in the middle of a mountain, very far away from the sea and from the city. And there's only one little road to go out from there, to go down. There's no other road at all. Behind is a mountain. In front is a slope down with the village down there and city. And there's only one little road from my house to escape. So if they burn the forest, I have nowhere to go. I can't even stay in the house, and I can't even escape. If I don't run out fast enough, the car might not go out. Broken tire or explode or whatever, if you run through the fire with a car. Understand me? Yes. That's what I wanted. I can't prove it, but I know it. And sometimes even journalists or whoever, bad or good people, I don't know, went and pretended to cut something and just camped out on the tree, next to my house and looking around. They cut the tree foliage into a big clearance, yeah, a big hollow, and stay there. You remember, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, one of the witnesses is here, yes. Yeah, remember the police came with a little light and the flashlight? Were you there or not? No? Okay. But the 2 Korean nuns know it. They were there, and they were the ones who reported it. And also you saw a guy who was always loitering around our house. Remember, I was not there, and you had to call me and tell me what to do. I said, well, just go up all together to the upper level because there has more fence, and stay together is safer. Remember? Yeah, now 1 or 2 witnesses are here for just 2 stories. But other stories, the witnesses are not here. It doesn't matter. They all know it. Where were we? Where was I? What was it?
The journalist through the hole in the tree.
I'm not sure if that was a journalist. The journalists were digging in my garbage. Those were journalists, yes. But the one that dug a hole in the tree, I'm not sure if it was journalists or bad people or whoever, you know? So sometimes I go out, I have to hide in the trunk to come down here to see you because there's only one road to go down. No, I'm not joking. There was a guy who drove me before, he knows it. Or if I have to go out to see the doctor, I have to hide in the trunk or behind, you know. Cannot sit up like a person, only for that area, no? And sometimes they even follow us. One time we were going out, and then there was a car opposite, and as soon as he saw my driver, I even was hiding already, but he saw and knew my driver. Immediately he U-turned, you know, like that, and followed. So we had to do something. I said, let him go. And then we turned to the other direction, even though it's not our way. It's like in action movies. I feel a little disturbed, my eyes and then the running nose. What was that?
The car going turning round.
Yeah, that was just another story. What was it that I was asking you about? Cut the tree. Okay. So all my attendants know that. You know, oh, there was a guy. You know, he's still there, he's still alive. And all the long-term residents, they all know that. Not like I'm telling you science fiction or something. It's not. It's all the truth. I don't even tell enough truth because I can't remember all the details. But it was scary. Sometimes they stay the whole night in front of my house. Yeah? I don't know if you were there or not. No. There's another time, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, too bad. But you know some other things, okay, at least. Okay, so they stay all night, the whole night, just standing right in front of the street, in front of my house. We could not even move. And the dog people were supposed to go out already at 10, but we had to wait until after midnight. Then they left. They left when we were at about 1 or 2. We couldn't even contact each other because the mobile phone, everybody can hear, you know. So I just managed to say, everybody stay put, don't go out. It's a scary thing. And about the hollow in the tree, yeah? Like they shape it so that somebody can hide in there and nobody can know it. And it's very high, you know, above my street. I have to pass by that because there's only one way to go out anyway. And then they came and told me, the assistant told me, I said, hey, why don't you go out and give them a tent and sleeping bag and tell them this is more comfortable this way. You know, even though I was so traumatized, I still could manage to make a joke. Otherwise, I don't want them to be too scared. You see what I mean? It's bad enough that I'm scared already. I mean, I'm not scared of death or anything, but it's really a nervous situation all the time like this. I'm traumatized. I don't know how I live still like this, you know. But some people would have nervous breakdown if it continues like this. But I guess I'm a tough guy, eh? Look at me. See that? Muscle all over. So we all laugh, you know, and I just had to wait until it was darker and then I could hide myself and then we go out. I mean, just me and the driver, yes. But he was a good driver. He knew how. And sometimes I could not go home even. I had to rent a hotel just for some situation. I tell you, I can write an action movie, a script, and sell it to Hollywood and make money. Huh? Yeah. This job may be not so lucrative, but writing a script for Hollywood is. Yeah? Oh, wow, so many things. I don't remember them all. I just tell you some as I remember it. So do not always think that I have a good life, okay? And wish for me to see you this and that. And even if I cannot see you all. You live all over the world. And if each one of you I visit, each one individually in your own home, imagine. Imagine when will I finish? Okay? So if you can see me now and then, it's cool already. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just like this vegan is cool. Vegan fur is cool. I wear it. Vegan fur is cool, just for the camera. Take a picture. Yeah, I got it. Oh, is it on? Is it good? What? Ah, no wonder. In here, it looks like on this side. Oh, okay. Good, huh? Yeah. It has even Chinese on it.
Beautiful.
Vegan fur is cool. I just saw it. Anyway, by the way, I come here and see everything is so neat and tidy and so welcome. I mean, I feel like a human again. After all this time, even if I have a safe place, I can't wear all this. In my car, there's no SM, whatever. Even the cream has to be scrubbed out. Anything, Loving Hood, nothing can enter the house or hidden, you know. And even in my own house, I cannot always go out. I have to play by ear, you know, if I can go out today, buy something or not. Even if I need something, yes. It's not like easy to go out and buy things. Because some days are not lucky days, you know? Yes. Not lucky, not in a sense that you lose money or anything, but maybe you can bump into somebody who you don't like to bump into. We should not blame the police or bad people or anything. It's the word karma on me, you know? Otherwise, I would have never met them, you know? Would never be able to not even see them. Yeah, so they're just doing their whatever, designated jobs, yeah? Jobs. It's not like a job only on the physical plane, but it's a designated job by the karma. Understand what I mean? Yes. Yeah. So whatever bad or good happens in my life is all world karma. Besides, the world has only about 30 or 40% karma. And you guys, the handful of disciples, have 60 plus percent of the karma, of the total 100%, for example, on the scale of 100%, you took up the majority. So congratulations, you win. You are the minority, but you win the majority of the karma. Isn't that great? Ooh. Magnifico. Magnifico. I mean, it's amazing, no? Yeah, I think I'm going to write some Hollywood script for action movies. This is just a part of it that you heard. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe we can sell it to Hollywood. It's about time I make some money. Because sometimes people just make a story about some criminal in the how to say, when some criminal are jailed or something, they just sell their story even about murdering and drugs and all that. They sell the story and they make money. Or some people have an affair with some big shot somewhere in the White House or something, and still can sell the story and make money. And my story is even more interesting, full of action, no? Up to now, did you hear any action, or it's too boring for you? Too slow? It's packed, right? I'm telling you, I could make money in many ways. If I only had time to write, and if I could sit somewhere and write. But it's getting better, no? It should be, right? I feel like we have less disasters now, don't you think? Yes. Before it was just like non-stop, eh? And just these 2 weeks or 3 weeks, only 2. You know, the burning fire in China and Mexico. Just Mexico City, huh? You know that? Anybody? Any Mexicans? No, nothing. What do you do all day? You don't even watch the news? Huh? I know. The day it stopped, I felt so sad. I felt like panicking, you know, suddenly, because I was thinking, I watched it and then I fell asleep or something. And then when I woke up, it was no more there, all black. And I was just panicking, trying to turn it on and this and that. I thought something was wrong with the TV, but it was not. I felt so sad. And then so I had to, call them and talk to them, comfort them a little bit, because If I was sad, they would be more sad, or at least the same. Just different, but sad, yeah? So we had to talk 1 or 2 something hours. Yes. I'm very sorry. Yes. We cannot do that forever, okay? We had 5 years to warn everybody, and it's up to them. You know, you cannot eat for them. You cannot eat for others. You have to let them also decide, yes? And besides, I want you to have a little more time to meditate, because the Supreme Master Television is a big channel, and it's a lot of work, a lot of research to do, a lot of writing, a lot of scripts, and I have to proofread them all. It takes all my time also. It takes all your time to write, to edit, to research, to contribute, but it takes also all my time to read. I read for the whole team, from A to Z. That's a lot. You do only one section of it, okay? Maybe between master and disciple, one section, and you read only that. You're only responsible for that. But I have to read everything. Sometimes I don't have enough time to read, or I have to run. So that week or maybe that day I miss out. And then if some mistake happens, then it happens. But if I can, I read all the time. You know, I check all the time. I have to edit. I want top things to go out. You see what I mean? Writing style, everything. I'm very difficult to please. Yeah? Mucho difícil, mujeres. Yeah? I'm bad. Very difficult. I'm always, you know, now how they remonstrating them. That's how you write it. This is a bad thing, and this is not worthy to write. This is rubbish. You know, I'm very difficult editor. Yes, very, very difficult. But 100% is not always what I edit, you see? So sometimes you can see something bad because I missed it that day or that week because I had to run or I couldn't contact. I couldn't use the internet. I couldn't. Even the King and Co., remember? Yes? Yes. Even I edited everything. They still managed to put something inside without telling me, without showing it to me. When they show me, it wasn't there, for example. You see? They added it afterward. Or maybe that place they did not show me. For example, I remember something like the Queen, she was angry, you know. The King was imagining that she was angry if she knew things, so she was throwing things at him. And she was saying, eat this. I said, that is very gross, very inelegant. Even if it's for a comedy, it's not funny. It's not elegantly funny. It's not my style. But it was too late. I hope they changed it already. Sometimes it's too late to change. Sometimes I'm just too tired to tell them. And sometimes I don't have time to proofread or to edit. That's just the thing I did not know. Another thing I remember, the prince, after he had a daughter, at the last part, yeah, he was carrying her in his arms, and he was hanging her above the water, outside of the bridge safety area. You remember? And he was hanging her like this. It wasn't mine. But later they changed it into he did it inside the bridge a little bit less than just like this, you know. That's terrible. That's very dangerous. People learn that and they do that to their children, and it's no good. I don't know how the heck they have this kind of idea. You don't do that to your kid, you know, because you might slip. Or he might, you know, struggle and then fall into the river. Even a small river, but it's a long fall, you see? Terrible, for example, things like that. But what can I do? I mean, you can't have everything. Not all the time. That's why when they told me, please make number 2, number 3, I said, no more. I don't want to blacken my reputation with the lousy workers. Of course, they're doing good, but sometimes the level of humor is different. You understand? And I cut many things already. The level of humor is different. You have to be humorous, but elegant. Yes. Not gross, not low class. No need for that. No need. You see, that's not comedy. That's, how you say, sometimes dirty jokes, sometimes no-class jokes. This is no good. So it's very difficult to work, you know. You have to really be committed. And it's very, very hard work for me. You don't imagine it, but it was very hard work. Okay, never mind. But when it stopped, you know, I was very sad too. It was almost like lost something, you know, very sad. But then I tried to make a joke with him. I told myself, oh, well, you know, at least now there's no Supreme Master television cooking show anymore, and I don't have to sit there, mouth watering, and then go eat my cold rice from the fridge yesterday, or run around with the cold tofu, you know, because no time to cook and no room to cook and no opportunity. You know? All this mouth-watering cook, you know, food and advertising for loving hood, and everybody's sitting, eating all that, and I look at my little vegan sausage so cold and nothing on it, or just a white tofu with salt or Maggi. Understand me? And I say it's not fair. So from now on, at least I don't have to. I don't have to watch that show anymore. Just making jokes to make them feel a little bit happier, but they were not that happy. Still, we could laugh, you know, a little bit. Yeah, I can laugh at any situation, even if it's dangerous or difficult or troublesome. Not all the time, though. I have to tell you the truth. I cry sometimes. I get angry also. I mean, with the situation, yeah? I get frustrated, and even though I know it's just all the world karma that's on me, I know all that, but it doesn't help me to feel happy, you know? Imagine you carry your karma, and sometimes your karma punishes you. Are you happy even though you know it's karma, it's your own doing in the past life? Are you happy then? No. No. Imagine I haven't done anything and I get the karma punishment for it. How would I feel happy? Of course not. I have to be honest with you. I'm not carrying it smiling, you know? I'm not walking with flying colors with all that. Of course not. Sometimes I'm cranky also. Even though I know it's the karma and I had to endure it, but it's not always easy. No, okay. I keep asking you and then I talk a lot. Yeah, you tell me something.
I told you that she's still beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything you're going through, Master.
People cannot hear you. For translation, please repeat it. Especially the beautiful part.
No, really, Master.
What did you say?
You're still very beautiful.
Oh.
And I've looked at you thoroughly. Your hands are beautiful, your neck's beautiful,
My
your
hands?
skin, your face.
Oh, yeah.
Your feet, your cute little feet. You're
Wow.
still very beautiful.
Did you hear all that? Did you translate well? Otherwise, she has to repeat it, you know?
And I love you very much, and thank you. Thank you
you,
for
love.
everything you do for us. Thank you for the world. Thank you for saving us time.
Yeah. I wish I had been more pleasant, you know,
You are
to
very
you guys
pleasant.
and some of my assistants, because sometimes the karma is too much. I cry
Yes.
out. Yeah.
But really, Master, thank you.
Thank you.
Without you, it would really not be possible, anything at all. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm so glad that the world is staying a little longer. Mm. Ha.
Yeah. How much?
Not 2 years, 3 years, but longer. So we have to make it longer, not just a few more years, you know, keep going with whatever you're doing. And I have to meditate more sometimes. Oh my God, talking about that. You know, love, it's very difficult for me to even try to meditate for long hours. It's always the Maya that gets my assistance, or makes my dog people sick, or makes the neighbor trouble me, or whatever, you know. And then once you're troubled and stir up and dragged down into this existence, you have to stay a little longer even. You can't even climb up so quick. I'm invincible, but trouble is always brought around me.
By others.
So that I have to be preoccupied a lot. And then I can't even sit and meditate and well-wish the world and negotiate with heaven and karma and all that stuff. Just like if you're working in your job and you're doing well normally, you know what you're doing. But then if you have problems with your family or anything or anybody or your friend or your neighbor, you cannot concentrate well and do your job well. It's the same. The same. It's very difficult for me even just to sit and meditate. My God. Always something, always something. Before I had bird people, I had to be tied up also. Now I have to sacrifice and let the bird people stay far away. Because whoever attack the birds, that means telling everybody I'm here. And then they come in and so disturb the bird people. And the police were sometimes so rough, they're not used to birds, they don't know, and just walk in and all the birds flying with feathers or, hitting their heads, something like that. Or they come and check out the bird people, and one of my birds is very sensitive, the gray, African gray, they're very sensitive, very, very afraid. And because they wanted to measure their numbers, to know that we told the truth, that it's legal, they just tried to catch her, and she was so scared, and she ran all over in the cage, and she hit herself, and she was injured. And many other bird people also, smaller birds, they just walk everywhere, and they're big and tall like that. And with sticks and all that, the bird people are not used to it. And they flew all over, and hitting themselves, and they will get bleeding on their wings and stuff, I could not bear it anymore, so I had to let them go far away. There's another thing, not just because of difficulty of transportation and running, but also I don't want them to get hurt anymore. Because after they did like that, they didn't even go to my arms anymore. I called them, they just ran away in the corner and soaked. They were angry with me too. Why let those people come in and disturb them? I'm helpless. They even pointed guns at my assistant's head. Yeah, doing nothing. I mean, you only do that when you're chasing a criminal, when you know in the house there's a criminal or something, you don't do that in just any house. And later they told me, don't be afraid, it's just a routine check. I said, routine check with the helicopter circling around my house on top of my roof and then pointing gun like that? And jump into my bedroom, I said, well, we ran and you didn't hear us. How did they even open my electric gate? Do you understand me? And surround my house. 40, 50 policemen. For what? Some people really bad people, and they reported something bad about me, that's why. See what I mean? Yes. And not just one day, it kept going, for a long time. And then again and again. Always a helicopter. Even if I'm not afraid of anybody, it's really unnerving, and disturbing for my animal people. They're so scared, Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm happy to tell you you're beautiful again.
Okay. I like that. No matter how long you say, it's okay. It's like a mantra,
Master's totally beautiful.
Thank you, love. Thank you. I'm just saying that you are an inspiration. You just tell me beautiful, and that's it. I talk for an hour. I'm smiling all the time for the cameraman. He must be very happy, lucky day today. I know today there are not many people because it's the first day, yes. But I came because some people already came here before, and because of the news, they stay. If I didn't come today, I could come tomorrow. The ones who just came today would probably stay a few more days. But the people who have already stayed longer, maybe they couldn't stay much longer. So I came. How many people stay longer before today? Last week? Some? No? All gone? One. Only one? I thought it was supposed to be like 20 or 30 people. All left already? Never mind. Okay. Next time. Next life. Whatever. So nowadays, we're supposed to have democracy and religious freedom and everything. I don't know. I'm still running like Jesus' time. Or Prophet Muhammad's time. Peace be upon him. Yes. You have to say that if you mention the name of the Prophet in front of Muslim. Otherwise, they think you don't have respect. It's not true. We just don't understand it. That's all. But I just hope that it's getting better, you know. It probably will. If it doesn't, okay, I'm getting more and more expert at running. Sometimes I couldn't run fast enough. And that is why they caught me, you know, in the house or in other areas. Yeah? You can't just always avoid it, even if you know. If the karma is too heavy, the price has to be paid. Yeah, so it's better if nobody knows my name and where I live. Nowadays, if you know name, you can check everybody where they live, and it's called tracking, yeah? Even they can track you through the phone that you use, the mobile phone. Even if the phone is anonymous or in some other person's name, yeah? Because of the stuff I talked about. And sometimes I tell them, don't say master or anything on the phone. Okay, then fine. And then later, I talk in the third person, you know. I say, your sister tells you to do this, to do that. So please do it. And then, yeah, understand. And then, thank you, master. Yeah? Useless, you know. It's really useless. No use. Because you guys are too safe. Yeah? Every little pimple on your face, you pray to master and then it fixes. It disappears. Even if you have an accident, you have no scratch, nothing. You don't understand me. You don't understand my trouble and that I'm in danger. Yeah? You don't understand that I need to be more private and anonymous. You don't mean to be bad or anything. You're just used to it, you know? You're so happy to talk to me and you just leak it out all the time, even if you don't want to. Besides, your karma from past life as enemies is always popping up unexpectedly all the time. Even if you don't want to, the subconscious is still working and the karmic connection is still there. So I can never win. I just have to take care of myself. It's difficult, but I'm trying my best. Just for you, for the world. Because dying, it doesn't matter much anyway, sooner or later, right? It's not that, but I have to keep myself alive for a while, no? Yes. I keep myself alive maybe over 100. More than 100. More than 100 years old. I mean, total. Not from now, 100 more years. I have no more teacher. I don't know what to do. Huh? The physical body is not able to sustain always the environment, you know, the pollution and everything. Okay, any more good stories? Except beautiful, anything else? You want to say something?
Well,
No.
there's a lot on the internet at the moment, Master, about the ascension of the planet in 2012 in December.
In what?
The planet going to a higher level of consciousness. And there's a huge movement of people that are putting information on there, and everyone's getting quite excited. It seems like a really positive thing.
Of course.
People's level of consciousness is going to suddenly accelerate so fast.
Yes.
That the planet is going to...
Except for my assistants, yes. Everybody seems to be so good. The taxi driver, you know, apple vendor, everybody seems to be higher and higher. How come my assistants are stuck? Whoever nearby me, just stuck there. No matter how I clean, all kinds of means to clean, and they seem stuck. Just for me. Yes, tell me, love.
Yeah, and there's been a lot more UFO sightings since the beginning of this year. Again, people are getting excited. They're thinking...
December 2012?
Yeah,
What about that?
Well, they're saying the planet's...
That's the time to ascend? Yes. The consciousness.
Yes.
Not the planet.
Well,
yeah?
yeah.
I mean the whole consciousness.
Yeah, the whole mass
of the planet.
consciousness of the planet, yes.
Yes.
So,
getting better, of course.
Well, we hope. Yes,
I bump into vegan people everywhere. Yeah. I went to the supermarket to buy a belt, you know, because I lost some weight at one time and my trousers falling off. And I didn't want to keep going to buy new trousers. I'm small, they are difficult to buy. So I just bought a belt and I asked for vegan. She gave me something and I say, it looks like leather, I don't want it. I'm vegan. And she said, me too. This is vegan, it's just fake leather. Yes, that's one thing. And then I went to another supermarket and I bought some bread, yeah. And then the vendor of the bread, I saw her handling some meat on the other counter. I said, please, maybe you change your gloves if you have touched the meat because I'm vegan. And she said, no, this is only for bread. My daughter is vegan and I eat very little meat now. I'm going slowly, she said. I said, yeah, go slow and quick. And then later, she helped me to find other vegan stuff. Very nice, yes. It's just like that, Many other times, I bump into like vegan stewardesses, pilots, all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Seems like the movement is really going upward. Yes. That's why I told you we save the planet is a longer time. Long time.
How much, Master?
Huh? How many more years up to now? 20. If I had not been so beaten up, all the time and disturbed and made to run, it would have been 200 years by now. The way I meditate, the way I put my all into it, it's not just meditation, it's your passion, your energy, your intention, your awe, But tell that to my assistant. Never mind. I can't blame them. Just too ignorant. The ego and the ignorance, the uneducation, the uneducated lifestyle. Spiritually, yes? Spiritually. So much ego, arguing all the time. My God. But I can't keep changing to become my dog people. I get used to one person. If assistants keep changing all the time, they go kaput. Also, I have to clean them for a while, until they're ready, Yes. That's the thing. The world karma, makes it I cannot even change them. Just like if you have very bad karma, even if you go to the best doctors, they can't heal you. Even if you have the right medicine, it doesn't work. It's like that. I knew it last time when I was sick. So many doctors, nobody could figure out what was wrong with me. Until I suffered so much that I could hardly walk. I was almost paralyzed already. And then I had an operation. And then it took 2 years to be the way I am today, that I can walk well, run down the staircase, up the staircase. Yes, no problem, like normal. Before it was such a pain. Even though I had been to many doctors and, that's another story you don't know. Well, maybe I save it for next time. Then I tell you everything, then the next batch hears nothing.
Tell Timmy you're beautiful again.
But how about if the next batch tells me that I'm not only beautiful but elegant then? Then I have to tell them a lot more stories. Yeah, okay. Well, when I was sick, I was in another country and I was in trouble already because the police were checking, thinking that we were doing drugs or whatever they're imagining was, or whoever reported it, with a bad intention to harm us, yeah? So I had to run already. I couldn't even stay there. I couldn't even have many attendants, just one or two, And especially I could not have too many Chinese around. It's too obvious, In some places they don't have that many Chinese, so we'd be the only ones, It'd be very like a sore thumb, So I went to a doctor, but I could not even give my name. I had to make up a name. In some places, okay, but some places not. But then since one place was okay, at least I could use that to go to another place. Say, look, oh, it's okay, you know. And if they asked for ID, then I had to change doctors. But then when I was operated on, I had to stay many months in the hospital. And every day my heart pumped. Because they would come up and ask, and then I had to say one story after another. You know, and then they were yelling at me, screaming at me, telling me that I'm bad and all that. Why don't I have my passport? Why? What? It was just screaming and yelling at me all the time. While I was sick with bandages here and there and everywhere. I could hardly walk, could not even get up from the bed without excruciating pain. And they were yelling at me all the time. And with the neighbors, screaming, some were Menton, they kept saying, potato, 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 all night long. And the other one was crying, mama, 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 because they thought I was mental or something. Because I couldn't walk, they thought it had something to do with the nerves. So, of course, they put me in the neuro area. But the neuro area is not always just neuro. Is neurotic. And I heard all kinds of talk all day, all night, could not even rest. Apart from being harassed by the administration, everybody looked at me with funny eyes, But the doctors were kind and the nurses were understanding, just not the administration. They could not understand why I could not produce my ID. Well, and then, because sometimes I went out, I had to disguise. And under operation, you can't. So they say, how come you were different when you came in and now you're like this? So they had more suspicion. And they really gave me a hard time while I was sick. I was already very, very sick. And I had to deal with all this, trouble. I couldn't even leave the hospital. I was so sick. If I went, I die. Even in the car, it was really killing me. While somebody drive me to hospital, even just a little bump like this was killing me. It was so painful. And if I went back to England or anywhere safer, I would die on the airplane from pain. Even painkillers didn't help. And I could not even take many more painkillers than I already had because they would immobilize your muscles and harden your arteries. Apart from all the antibiotics that they wrongly prescribed to me because I didn't even know what was wrong with me. And then they thought it was cancer, but it wasn't. It was just different, just very painful. And then after the operation, it got better, but I could not walk. After the operation, the first thing the doctor asked me, because he operated here, inside. So it was very dangerous. The most dangerous moment was the operation time. It wasn't when I was sick or after or before. It was the most dangerous time because I could die then. Anything could happen. It was a very dangerous procedure. They told me afterward, thank you ever so much. Told me after, not before. But I didn't know that. So before that, I was very, very scared because I could also never wake up again. In the middle of my job, or something could happen. So the first thing the doctor asked me was, do you see me? I said, yes. Can you hear me? Yes. Can you talk? Yes. Because he was worried that I would lose my voice. I was worried also. So I said, then you okay? He said, thanks heaven. Thank heaven. I couldn't even thank because I went through so much suffering after the operation also. Because they connected all kinds of machines all over my body. And because of that, they didn't allow the room to be warm. I don't know why. The room was so cold, and that made my pain worse. And they didn't give me painkillers. But the painkiller, even if they give, they cannot give too much in my situation, yeah? And the room was so cold. I sneaked in some warm bag, and they just took it away. They said, cannot do this. It's too dangerous. They worried the blood would boil over or something and the wound would bust or something. Because of the cold, it's very terrible. It's very terrible. It not just makes you in pain, it makes you restless. And I was supposed to stay still. I should not move. And how do you keep yourself still when you feel like you want to jump out of the window and run all over because it's like ants all over your body and something inside you keep pushing you. That was the worst time of my life ever.
But what was wrong with you, Master?
I cannot tell you. Secret. I got an infection from one of your sisters. One of the rare diseases transmitted by talking, by being near, mouth, and having saliva and stuff. Yes, I'm okay now. I mean, I'm really okay now after all this time. I still have pain sometimes, but I know I'm okay. And my health is good. Before, I thought life is forever. I probably never get well. It seems like that, you know. Even if you take medicine, it seems like forever. This was a very difficult disease, rare, yes. Okay, never mind, that's enough, you know, I don't want to tell you. Even at one time, you know, I asked you guys to wear masks. Even then, I knew it, but it was still unavoidable. Somehow it sneaked into my life. At home. You know, avoidable here, but I can't avoid it at home. Sometimes I just do it, you know, just like that. Okay, I don't want to mention from whom either, okay? I don't want to mention what. Yeah, it's good enough that you know like that. It was a terrible time to try to hide your ID and have to stay in the hospital to know what's wrong with you and then to have an operation and you can't run anywhere. If I run, I have to go to another hospital. And another hospital doesn't have that equipment in that area. For some special equipment, you have to go to some special place. And so in that area, it will be the same. The same ID problem. So every day I was just thinking, okay, maybe this is my last day. Maybe the police will bust in any time now, any minute now. I'm just waiting for it. I just said, whatever happens, what can I do? Just somehow I was protected and I'm fine. They yell at me, scream at me, but they didn't do much. And until the last day, when I went in to pay the money, then the woman at the secretary at the reception yelled at me again. I said, I just come to pay, but you have to give me the passport. And I said, why? I don't have it here. Please, I just want to pay. And then she started yelling at me again. Before you look different, now you look different. She said a lot of things. I didn't even understand her language so well. But I know she was yelling, that's for sure. It was very loud, everybody heard it. So the chief of the administration, I guess he's the chief, somehow heard her. Everybody would hear it from miles away. She was so loud. And what could I do? I was just, I'm sorry. Really, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I just want to pay and then go, you know. But she kept yelling nonstop. She wouldn't accept money even. She just say, I want your passport. And then she got somebody translating into English and French and whatever, telling me passport right now. And then the chief called her in somehow. And she took me and the driver in as well. I don't know what the chief said to her. But one looked at me and he was saying something to her. And then she came out. Her attitude changed 180 degrees. She was just smiling at me and said, when are you going back to England? Why? No more passport. Nothing. And then she even accepted my gift afterward. Before she was thinking that I'm a criminal, because when I go somewhere, I always bring a little gift, you know? And she didn't want it, even. She was kind of, she was yelling so loud. I didn't know what to do. I just kept saying, I'm sorry. You know? And I was so painful, so sick. There was bandage everywhere. And still she was yelling at me. I guess the chief took one look at me and was feeling so sorry for the little girl, you know. My driver, he's about 5-6 feet something high. And I'm very small, and he's tough and strong. And I'm little compared to him. And probably he took a good look at me and he felt such a sorry woman, bandage everywhere. And I couldn't even talk well, and a stomach everywhere, and couldn't even walk. And then got yelled at like that. So he said something to her. And she took me out, and immediately she changed. I was so surprised and relieved, of course, I didn't know what he told her. Probably he said, well, just take her money, that's all you need. all we need is money, right, to pay for the staff and medicine, doctors, that's all they need. What the heck do I need my passport for? Yeah? And the worst would be if they don't take that money, I would just run away. Right? So he said, just take her money. Maybe it was like that before she ran away. Well, if it was somebody else, they would have pretend to be angry or get angry or scared and then go away and don't ever come back again. But I was just too good. I even came back again to make sure that everything was paid, because after that there were some more visits, follow up, Yes. And the scan, sometimes the scan is very expensive. They call it something? Some T scan, something? Not CAT scan. Huh? CT scan. So scan the whole body, And you have to stay still. And first they put some blue thing in your body, a blue medicine, something, just so that they can see well. And you have to drink a little water first. And I could not even climb on there. And they were so rough, they just push you in there. They don't understand your pain. They didn't know that I had so much pain. They could not understand. Also because the doctor gave the wrong medicine. Therefore, it didn't help me at all, so the pain continued. And they took me from one room to another, all kinds of scans, all kinds of tests, always. And then put me on a bed here, bed there, and I could hardly, I'd rather die, I'd rather die because it was so painful. And because they didn't know what was wrong with me yet, so they could not just keep giving too much of anything, just give antibiotics and painkillers, but it didn't help in that situation. It just made it worse. It stiffened my body more, and then it was terrible. I couldn't even eat or anything. And the worst thing was that I was worried about the ID. I was really protected because laying so long in the hospital. Of course, I changed to another 2 or 3 hospitals, but still, you lay for at least many weeks in the hospital, and still I worried. Okay. Let's meditate, or I will have to go home, huh? Okay? Any more questions, stories to keep me alive here? Yeah. Later, love. Yes. Tell me.
Yeah, I want to thank you first, Master, for inviting us.
Inviting you? Did I write an inviting letter?
I applied, but although all the risks and the dangerous situations.
Huh? You are in a dangerous situation?
I mean, you have to come.
I'm used to it.
Thank you so much.
I don't mind dangerous situations if I can come see you. Sometimes I can. That's the problem. Not the problem of danger. It's the problem of cannot. Yeah? You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. And I hope it's fun. I adopted a cat recently. And I rescued him a while ago with some other sisters.
Yeah?
And I couldn't adopt him right away, so I was looking for others to adopt him.
Uh-huh.
But no one showed up, no one was available. So he was kind of depressed.
So what happened now? Just come right to the end. Did you adopt him?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. I was scared that you throw him out.
Sorry. And since I wanted him to be happier, I named him Happy after your dog. And he started eating a lot.
Yeah?
Yes, like your dog.
Uh-huh, he's happy.
Yes.
Is he fat?
Yeah, a lot.
Did the doctor say he's fat?
Yeah, he said sort of he's healthy, yeah.
He's healthy, then it's fine. It doesn't matter if he's fat.
But later I found out all the other cats who named Happy, they all eat a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Of course they do. Like my dog, people.
Yeah.
Especially Happy, she eats a lot. And The doctor say go on the diet, fine, I put her on the diet, but after diet she eats more. Then she is all the same. Or she go and takes the food from other dog people when I'm not looking, yeah? Or she go out and eat some nonsense, and I'm worried even more. So lately, the doctor found out that she has the thyroid problem, and that's why she's fat, not just the food. So give her medicine, and she's very model-like now, but still eats a lot.
Yeah.
Anything I eat, she likes to eat, even if it's no good for her. I say, no good for you, please. Not because I don't want to give you, but it's not too good. She says, never mind. Good for you, good for me. So eat. Sometimes I feel sorry for her also because, she has his food. She has no boyfriend, nothing anymore. And she's old now. I never know when she goes, you see? So it's a short life. If she enjoys it, why not? She enjoys it. As long as she's in a dog person life, I want her to enjoy. Yeah, enjoy also. Not just always discipline and not this, not that. And dog people's lives are already so limited. And because they live with me, sometimes I like to be clean. So we have to clean them many times. Whenever they go out, we clean them so that they can come inside the house. Because they be all over on my bed, my sofa, everywhere. And printing everywhere, paws, if we don't clean. Flowers, paw flowers everywhere. So we clean them. Also for health's sake, you know? They don't always like that, of course. It's a kind of hassle a little bit, no? To lift your legs up, clean 4 times, you know? But I devised a new system. I told the attendant, don't mess with it too much. Because originally, when there are a lot of assistants, it's also okay, you know. But when only one, then I tell you, don't bother too much. Just clean them once with vinegar, yeah? And then with water again if you can. If it's too busy, don't bother, yeah? As long as it's vinegar, it's fine. Or use vinegar for 1 or 2 days only, not every day. Other days, just water, so clean. And now we just do like this. Of course, they have to wash the dog people's paws when they come in because of mud, you know? Yes. Otherwise, they will print their paws everywhere, you know, and we can't keep washing. Also, for environmental protection, you keep washing, there's a lot of detergent everywhere. And water is also precious, yeah? So because of that, we clean the dogs. Because if we don't clean the dogs, then we have to wash the sheets all the time. If we don't clean the dog people, then we have to wash the sheets all the time. You see, their beds we cover with bed sheets, you see? So that we can wash them easily when they're dirty. Because the dog beds are difficult to wash and difficult to clean. So we cover them with bed sheets so they're always clean. And we change them every week or every 10 days or before that. It depends on how dirty or how busy or the situation, yeah? But at least change, yes. Maximum 2 weeks, see? Maximum, that's the most dirtiest time, 2 weeks. And now we do this. I'm just telling you also, so maybe if you have dog people at home and you want to clean them, it's easier. Don't do the fanatic way like the way I did. Because I worry if we clean with vinegar and if we don't wipe again with water, damp towel, then the vinegar might smart their eyes when they come in and, you know, clean themselves with a paw. So it might smart, you know, the eyes might be smart. So we had to always wipe after the vinegar with a damp water towel. And now we don't do that. Because first you have to wash the dog's paws. If it's 10 dog people, how many paws? 40 paws. That's a lot, okay? So now just wash the dog paw, and after that wipe with vinegar, and after that wipe with water again. How many times? 120 times, right? Yeah. So I say, no, just wash their paws. And then dampen the towel that they stand on outside with vinegar. And the towel inside, one big towel inside, they walk on it. You see, they walk on the vinegar towel before they enter the house. When you're cleaning, then they enter the house. But the paw was already washed with water. And then they step on the vinegar towel, and then you clean their body, And then they walk on the water tower, then they clean their underpaws. So only 40 times. If you have 10 dog people. I'm getting smarter, you know. Yeah. Actually, I can invent many things. It's just I'm too busy, you know. I've been busy and sometimes I don't notice these things. But once I pay attention to things, I have solutions all the time. Always better solutions, all the time. Yeah. Cat. You okay now?
Yes, yes.
So why you tell me this? Because he eats a lot?
Yeah, I thought it's funny.
Huh?
Yeah,
It's
because
funny?
because his name is Happy. He eats a lot like your dog Happy.
Yeah.
So
So you copy my copycat. Okay, never mind. If he's healthy, no problem. And if you can afford it, no problem. It's your problem only, yeah? Okay. Anything else? Love?
No, that's it.
Okay. This angel here, beautiful. You have your hair straight this time, huh? Yeah, last time it was curly, also nice, and your eyelashes, you know, you did something. It was very nice.
Just for you, Boss.
Yeah? Oh man, I'm not lesbian. For your information. For your information, I'm 100% mujer. Yes.
Hi, Master. I was at the Veg Fest in Brighton on Saturday. It's for vegetarians and vegans. It's a big festival, and there was a lot of people.
Where?
It was
a lot of people.
A lot of people. Yeah.
Where?
In Brighton.
On Brighton. Okay.
And,
then what happened?
And there was a lot of people inquiring about the meditation practice. And it was really wonderful to know that most of the people there are vegan, more than vegetarian.
Yeah.
And I was wearing one of the Go Veg. I was wearing this sweater.
Be veg, go green stuff.
And so many people want to buy those
remind
sweaters.
me, I put it here for show. Yes.
And so many people want to buy the sweaters. There was even one lady who wanted to get initiated so that she could have access to buying a sweater.
Wow.
And there was also a gentleman who'd appeared on SMTV. He was from a bear sanctuary, and you'd given a donation, and he was talking to us.
Yeah, the Bai Bears.
I think so. He had curly hair.
I don't know him, but I know this organization. Yes. Sometimes I missed it, or sometimes I don't remember the person. Yes. Just the organization I remember. Yes. So what happened to him?
He stopped by to talk to us because he was so grateful for the donation, and he said he couldn't.
I wish I could do more. Yes.
He said he couldn't even believe that somebody was just freely coming along giving a donation like that. He thought, is there something wrong with this? Who just comes along and just gives money?
What so we're supposed to do? Do some show or something before we give?
Well,
that's what I do all the time. Yeah, okay. Well, do they still do that? Still do their job, huh?
Yeah.
Tell her to give them 10,000 more US dollars. So they continue their job, okay? You give them 10,000, okay? Pounds, not dollars, because they're in England, right? In England.
Yeah, it's in England.
In England, US money is nothing. Very low value. Okay? Can you write and tell her that? 10,000 pounds for that, the bear people. They cage them and take the Bible out of them. It's very painful. And I cry a lot when I saw it. I cannot bear it. I screamed. Terrible. Imagine if it's you. Yeah? Sometimes I see the things that humans do in this world. I'm just speechless, you know. It's so painful. I could not even talk about it. So painful. Just so ignorant, you know. So much ignorance, that's why. We do our part, just make everything go up in consciousness. The more good we do, the higher consciousness, the world will climb up. It has a chain effect, you see? Yes. Chain effect. Even if we suffer a little bit or a lot, just do it, huh? All of you and myself, of course. So what else is there?
There was also a brother who went out for a walk outside the Veg Fest, and he met Caroline Lucas. She's the leader of the Green Party in the UK, and she's known as a vegetarian, but he spoke to her, and she's actually vegan. It's just for political reasons. She doesn't advertise that she's vegan, so it was...
Yes, so what happened now?
Well, it's just great to find out that she's actually a vegan and not just a vegetarian.
Oh, it's even better.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm worried people don't understand that I'm vegan, what it means. Just like the lady whom I bought the bread from, I say, I'm vegetarian, I don't eat animal people, because sometimes I talk in another language, it's not that clear. You see, not like English, it's not English. So I have to tell her that I'm vegetarian, because vegetarian is an international name, huh? But I say, I don't eat animal people at all. Not milk, not eggs, nothing coming from animal people. So please, if your glove has animal people meat on it, please change it. So she said, oh, no, it's only for bread, don't worry. And my daughter also, she's vegan. Then I said, oh, you know it, I'm vegan too. See what I mean? I was just too happy to tell her that. And even on the road, I meet people all the time. If you mention it, they will tell you. If you don't mention it, sometimes you don't know, you know? So it's good news. So what else is there?
Yeah, that's what I can think of for now.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. Good enough already for me. Another one there, she wants to talk. Yeah, quick. Move it, baby. Don't meditate on the Michael.
Hi, Master.
Hi.
Thank you for everything that you do, and it breaks my heart to hear all those stories.
Oh, it's past already, honey.
Yeah, but I'm happy you're very healthy.
Happy, healthy now, yes, and beautiful.
And very, very beautiful, and very elegant.
Elegant. Okay, I'll tell you another story later. I'll just stay here all night.
I have lots of good news.
Tell me.
I worked at Farm Sanctuary last year, all of last year. The animal sanctuary in New York and in California.
Yes.
And they are all vegan. And they were organizing the national conference to end factory farming in DC, which they had last fall.
Yeah.
And it was a very big success. We were there, and our group, and a lot of different other groups. And our national director, the shelter director, Susie Costin, she actually they went to Loving Hut after the conference, and she knew that I was a part of the Supreme Master, and she was watching SMTV and was like, "Oh, I hope this woman takes over the world," because she knows that you do good, and it made my heart very, very happy.
Okay.
Yeah. And I worked as a tour guide there, and so I talked to a lot of people. And more people are becoming vegans, and it's just very heartwarming.
Yes. If you are out there, just keep spreading the news.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly
Even if nowadays, it's getting better, really.
Yeah.
Somehow people have this consciousness about it. Like even if you go into a non-veg restaurant, I always ask about vegans. I tell outright, I don't eat any eggs, any milk, any animal product, even a little bit of fish sauce or anything in there cannot. And they really understand it. A long time ago, if I asked about that, they would just like pull their face at you or laugh or try not to understand or just shrug their shoulders or something, Nowadays, it looks like they're with you. Yes. And then even if you order some sauce, or something with sauce, and they say that sauce would have pork in it, and so they tell you. They don't laugh at you, and they don't try to make you feel like you're from another planet or something.
Yeah.
It's very good now.
It's very
I
good.
feel, yes. I mean, I don't go out that often, but whenever I do, I feel like people have changed. You have the same earrings that I do? You know that I'm going to wear this today? Yes, love. Next one. Yeah. Come on, keep telling me all these beautiful stories. It's entangled, eh? Yes.
Actually, there's a lot of awakening in China regarding the bell farm. And recently, a company, they farm the bell and they want to go public to be listed on the stock market so they can raise more money. And then all the people from celebrity to the animal protection, NGOs, they all write on the newspaper and then they all all come to against this company, and because this company is applying for the security committee to get the approval.
To approve it, yes.
Yeah, so all the people, celebrities, they write on the newspaper, the major newspaper, they write about this.
Yes.
They say, well, if we allow this kind of things happen, then more bears will be harmed.
Gone, yeah, harm and extinct maybe.
And then for this company, they want to be more transparent, so they have opened a microblogging that is equivalent to the Twitter in China. Once they open, many people go there and say, go out, we don't want you.
Oh.
So now a lot of people, they're against
and then,
that.
Is that successful?
Not yet, but it's still going.
At least, at least something that people, yes.
Yeah, and even on the National People's Political Committee, there's a consultation. A lot of members, they give the proposal. They say we should ban this. We should ban this company.
Yes, it's too cruel.
Yeah.
Too inhumane. Too, just like hell. How can you make other beings suffer like this and feel nothing about it just for money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Chinese people.
Yeah, Chinese people.
Chinese spring.
Yeah.
Awakening. This is a real awakening, yes? Not a revolution, not guns, not bloodshed, and not power seeking, but it's a real awakening. Yeah? It's good. Good to hear. Any other good news? Yeah, behind you.
But you tell the truth because people now, they already change a lot.
They change a lot?
Yeah, they change a lot. If loving hurt, we cook very good and sell not very high, so they eat a lot.
Yes.
We have one restaurant in California, LA Center, in San Diego, always full house.
Yes? You are from the San Diego restaurant?
No, I'm not. In the beginning, I have there, but I'm busy for another.
Okay,
program.
another project. Good,
yeah,
good.
but I'm very close to them because they
always full, eh?
They are always full. They will be here next week because I tell them come to rest because they work very tired now.
I understand.
Saturday they sell $4,000.
Oh.
Very
one day.
Very cheap and they very nice.
Yes.
And very fast.
Yes.
The people don't have time to come to wait half an hour to eat pho,
For good food, yeah.
Yeah, because not good, but some very slow. And that store, they know. And I told them that we very, very agree together because we open a store. I told them every business want to make money to sell cheap.
Yeah, must
not to sell
cheap.
high. Yeah,
yes.
sell cheap. And people advertise and a lot of people come.
You sell cheap, but you will sell a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
But then you have to work hard only.
If you sell cheap and good, and one people come to eat, they go home to tell 10
tell
more people.
Other people, yes.
And 10 more people tell 100 more people.
Oh, good. Then you should be the manager or whatever of that restaurant.
No, I'm not manager, but and
you just talk.
I talk. I have idea to everybody. Say.
Okay, good.
If you want to make money, don't sell expensive.
Of course not. No, none of our loving hood should sell expensive. Normally we don't.
But some store very slow matter. When the customer come to wait for half an hour.
No, too slow.
Yeah, too slow.
I know. They tell them they have to work like me. Tuck.
Yeah. I told them when I came to Love and Hurt to help, I'm very hurry. So people they work kind of like.
Yeah, all the Love and Hurt owners must work faster, okay?
Yeah.
All right, we took your advice. Anything else?
And another thing matter. Who want to open Love and Hurt have to learn to cook very good food.
Yeah, I have to learn from the other Love and Hurt.
To know first because we opened the store. And I want to say...
But they do. They do learn to
I have the cooking show on television, the Vietnamese community.
Vietnamese community, yes.
In California, I cook. In the beginning, I didn't want because my voice not very nice, so I don't want to come to the show. And people told me, you only show them to cook, not
to talk, not to sing. That's right.
So I do, and very successful.
Good.
Yeah, a lot of people eat, they cook.
Yeah, then you should go work in one of the Loving Hood restaurants because you cook very nice. You and she cook very nice.
I don't think, but because I just depend on God, so God help me.
God cooks for you?
Yeah.
He didn't come cook for me. I eat lousy food every day. Where is your God who cooks?
I know inside, Master, when I didn't know the food, I decided to cook, for example, vegan turkey. I didn't know. I tried many times, 3 times, but not
successful.
Not
yes.
good. I don't want to bring out to the show. And tomorrow the show come up, but now I didn't know how. And right away, I know how right away. So because I depend on God. So God showed me inside.
Good God you have.
Yeah. And another thing, if we show some show or everybody, we show very clearly. Because I asked them why you don't eat vegan before. They said they saw many shows on television, on the internet, but they saw not very clear. Kind of, they don't want to.
What show was not clear? Why?
Because they show the way how to cook.
You mean our show or other?
Somebody,
other show. Okay.
Other shows. They don't watch on MTV.
Okay.
And when I show them, I show very, very clear exact measurement.
Of course, you're super.
Yeah, no, I'm not super. I don't want, but I try better. I try.
Yeah, understand.
I try my best,
Yes.
Because before I bring the food out to cook, I cook first in my house and I eat. If not good, I don't do, and I do again.
Yeah, I understand.
When I know very good. I bring out. So people, you made a very exact, very clear how many cup, how many, how much seasoning.
Yeah.
Everything
I see.
exact, and the people they don't know how to cook, they still can cook.
How about you? Did you do that? Did you cook well? Yes? Well, I don't know about other restaurants, but some of the
different food from, it's not Asian food?
Not Asian food?
No, it's much more...
Much more Spanish?
We do some Spanish, like paella, but it's lasagnas and curries and wraps and things like this, not so much Chinese.
2 stir-fry dishes.
Yeah, 2 stir-fry dishes.
Maybe you should change a little bit.
They aren't busy at all. The Spanish don't seem to go for the Chinese food.
I'm not sure about that. The Vietnamese food tastes very good though. Yeah. It's just the Vietnamese people, they're not very business-like, so they don't open restaurants everywhere like the Chinese. Also, they're smaller in number, Chinese are billions of people, so they spread all over, and wherever they go, they make Chinese food famous. But Vietnamese food is very tasty. Not because I'm Vietnamese, I love any kind of food if it's good. But some of the restaurants, like one restaurant I know, in Europe, owned by Chinese. The person who works there is a native European, but they went to another restaurant, another livelihood that cooks some Vietnamese stuff. Oh, they make beautiful, like fresh spring rolls, just like the Vietnamese do it. I was surprised, and it was made by the European person. And she had never cooked before. She just really learned well. The sauce and everything. I thought it was made by the Vietnamese. I said, but you told me this restaurant is owned by Chinese and the person who cooks is European. She said, yes, master, yes. I said, how come she cooks such beautiful Vietnamese food like this? They go and learn, master. They went and learned ABC. And it was so lovely, really. Even one of my attendants, she never cooked for me before. It was the first time she became my attendant just because she had a European resident who was more convenient. So by chance she came and she cooked for me just once or twice. And I said, wow, it's so beautiful. It tastes so good. Where did you learn that? She said she learned it in Loving Hood. Yeah, but she cooked only twice. Even despite my hint, she didn't ever cook again. I don't know why. They're so much into raw and fruity tooties now. I'm helpless. After I told you guys that I was on fruity tooties, I didn't want to look at fruits anymore. I don't know why. And now everywhere I turn, I am eating fruits now, master. I'm on fruit diet. I'm on raw diet. They took all my energy for the fruits. And they eat all the healthy food, and now I have to eat the unhealthy food that they ate before. I have experience, but I never learn. You know, like before, whenever I cook something nice for myself, I mean, original, and I told the residents, for example, and then they made a DVD, of course, nah? And after that, I didn't ever want to even look at that again. Look at the thing that I enjoy so much in those weeks or recent months, for example. And for example, like I told you guys that I enjoy brown rice and sesame, remember? And it was so easy, simple, nutritious, and good enough. After I told you guys, I don't even want to look at brown rice anymore. I can't even bear sesame, nada.
I love sesame.
I know you do. Many of them do. And now it's all fruity tooties. You know, like some Taiwanese residents came and sometimes helped me a little bit here and there. And then, even though I didn't ask, they volunteered telling me. I eat fruits now, Master, only fruits. For example, like that, you know? I was thinking she or he might come to cook for me some old food that I used to love, you know, that I couldn't bother because there was so much preparation and no time, no mood. And then he said, I eat fruits, Master. Yeah. Yes. After I told you about brown rice, and this center began to cook brown rice and even black rice and purple rice for everybody, remember? Yeah, why was that? And I told them, why do you have to? Huh? Why? You know, at that time, I told you that I was on brown rice and sesame because we didn't have time to cook. And that was simple for me. And it also tastes great. And if you can have a little bit of tofu now and then, also fine, or a little fruit. But then here in the center, they cook like 1,000 dishes. So nutritious stuff, you know, tofu and tofu bao, tofu ki, tofu, kan tofu, su tofu, and, you know, all kinds of protein, yeah? Seitan this, seitan that, and all kinds of vegetable and everything. So no need to even eat brown rice. Of course you can, but no need to be all fanatic about it. Brown rice is not enough. Even put black rice, purple rice together. Jesus Christ. I did that because the brown rice and sesame offer minimum nutrition enough for me to go on. But here, so many things and so many vegetables already and so much protein already and still want extra brown rice and sesame and black rice. My God. Please don't copycat, okay? Have to be flexible and do it just original, okay? And have to do it the way it's necessary, not just copy everything master does or say. This is funny business, and it looks silly and makes your IQ stand still. I'm telling you the things they do. Sometimes I just shake my head. I have no words to say anymore. For example, okay, I have to move all the time. And one time I moved into a house. Well, it's not in my name, of course. Sometimes I buy, but I cannot afford to put my name on it. I have nothing. I don't even have a car in my name. I don't even have a house in my name. Everybody owns everything except me. Even this hotel. It was my money, but I don't own any of it. I don't even own a piece of grass outside. Understand this? Yes. Yeah. Now, I moved into a new house, another house. And what happened? They bought me a refrigerator, a smaller one than the one they have in the kitchen, the old one in the kitchen for the old cooking. So they bought me a refrigerator and put my things in it. Originally, I say change the refrigerator because it was old. It was all rusty everywhere, number one. Number two, they've been using it for decades with all meat and fish in it already, yes? And the old model, it will cost a lot of electricity also, yeah? For all these reasons, I told them to buy a new refrigerator. But they didn't buy it. They bought a small one for me. I wanted a new refrigerator. I got it, about this big. They put it in the living room and still kept the old refrigerator. But I say, why? If you want to keep the old refrigerator, then there's still a lot of room even for my whatever in there together. Why have to buy a new one? You know, for me. and put my stuff in there, you know. I say, if you are here all together, like 10, 20 people like this, they were working in the house, so I came. If you're here, then I eat with you anyway, yes? So I don't need my own refrigerator. And if you are not here, I just walk 3 steps into my own kitchen and cook my own stuff. And there's no need for a separate refrigerator in my living room. It makes noise, it spends more electricity, and if people see it, they think I'm weird. Yeah. That's how people judge me all the time. Like sometimes I don't go out shopping and I don't know what kind of a toothbrushes they have. And they bought me one before, so I say, just buy this one. Because that's the only name I knew from a long time ago when I didn't go shopping that much, you know. And sometimes you go to a different country, you don't know what kind of different varieties or whatever I know, I just say, go buy this. Just buy a toothbrush. And I say, what kind? I say, oh, maybe this one. And it's fine. And then they went all over the world just to search for that toothbrush and ignore every other thing. And so one of your brothers looked at that and criticized me in his head. He told me later, you know, I said, what kind of weird master is that? Any toothbrush will do. Why it has to be this one? I didn't know anything about it. I'm sorry, I didn't really know. They just asked me what, and I just showed it. Toothbrush, I was worried they didn't understand what I wanted. They would buy me a broomstick or something. Yeah, sometimes they do that, you know. You have to really tell them many times and make sure they repeat it. Otherwise, they buy completely different things. And then you'll be surprised. And now, what else is there? Yes, that's one of the things. I get criticized all the time for the things I completely know nothing about. And another thing, one time, a long time ago, they built me a little house in Sihu, you know. I didn't ask for it. They built it, fine. 2 stories, huh? One downstairs, one upstairs. And you know what I did? They built also an elevator. Electrico. Muy bueno. Yeah. Funciona. You see? They built it. Just from downstairs to upstairs. For me, yeah? For me. And I said, take it off. Demolish it. I said, why, master? It's very nice, very good and fast. I say, how fast can it be? I can run upstairs faster than pushing the button and waiting. Why did you have to do that? I say, so you don't have to walk, master. I say, I have legs, my God. Imagine if somebody else knows about it, thinking I must be a handicap master or something. Or handicap here, you know, in my head. Cannot even walk a few steps upstairs. Besides, walking up and down is very, very good for your health. Exercise, you know? You would be glad if you had a few steps to walk. You have an excuse to do it. Except when I was very sick, I really appreciated when I could run up and down the stairs. When you cannot, you really understand then how valuable it is when you can walk up and down the stairs normally. So do walk if you can. Yeah? Now. When I was sick and almost paralyzed, I really appreciated it so much that all the time I spent in the office working, I should have been walking, running outside and enjoy the beach or walking in the sun and all that. And I say, oh my God, if I get healthy again, I will do that. But then I was buried in the work again, or had to be house arrested myself because of something, not safe outside or for privacy. It's difficult. No, why I'm telling all these things? Yeah. Huh?
The refrigerator.
The refrigerator and the elevator. No? The house is not as high as this even, you know. It's just a very short thing, you know, very low. You could even just step twice and you're upstairs already. And have to have an elevator. Well, I appreciate their kindness and thoughtfulness and spoiling me like that, but this is not helping me. If somebody knows about it, they will think I am handicapped in my brain, yeah? How can I even not walk upstairs and take an elevator to go to the first floor? It's 1 floor only. No need. Many things like that I don't remember. I want to say something I forgot already. Never mind. You tell it, and then I might remember. Anybody else? Tell me the story. Yes? No?
Master, can I tell you a silly little story?
Yeah, tell me a beautiful joke. Silly little joke, tell me.
I have two cocker spaniels,
Uh-huh.
Ricardo and Luigi.
Since when?
It's 9 years now that
You
I've had
adopted them? No.
Actually, not adopted from the shelter, but somebody
understand.
didn't
Same,
want to
same.
take them home, so
It's the
I
same.
took them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're both brothers from the same litter, and they're really very cute, and they're also vegan.
Mm.
And lately, my housekeeper, she's an African lady. She's trying
You even
to
have
be-
a housekeeper?
3 times
I
a
have
week.
one, but they only housekeeping for dog people. I have nobody. I had to cook for myself, wash my own clothes, clean my house. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she cooks for my dog. She makes their special food.
Yeah, how about you? She doesn't cook for you?
No, I cook for myself.
I
yeah.
clean the house and cook for dogs, right?
Yeah.
Better, but I had to clean my own house now.
And so she's trying to be vegetarian because I've been speaking to her, you know.
Mhm.
So
The
me-
housekeeper, the housekeeper,
My housekeeper.
yeah.
And she's also very religious. So
She
she's-
stay in your house?
She lives outside of my house in her own room.
In the same area,
In
yeah.
the same property,
maid house,
the same grounds, yes.
Wow, you sound like a very, very, very rich muchacha. Muchacha, mucho dinero.
So, so she prays in my garden under this tree that I have.
Mhm.
And now for the last 3 or 4 weeks, Ricardo has been sitting in the same area where she's been praying and just sitting, Master, like as if he's seeing something.
Mhm.
And then I say to him, Ricardo, baby, what you doing? And he looks at me. And then he looks back at the tree and he says to me, Mommy, I'm busy. So I was wondering, Master, is he seeing your manifestation body, or is he
Why
seeing
you ask
angels?
me? You should ask the dog.
I've asked him what did he look at, and then he just, but he's
The
not
dogs, they
aggressive.
can see better than us.
Exactly, that's what I know from what you told us, that they are psychics. They must be seeing
Yes, yes.
something.
You can get in touch with the dog people, communicate, and they will tell you it's better.
Yeah.
If I tell you he has seen me, then you think I'm advertising myself.
No, because I was wondering. Like,
Now she
the
see
way
all
he
kinds of
looks.
things, of course.
Yeah.
She see light. Benny, he saw light a lot around me. That's why he is always fascinated.
Yeah.
Always look at me all the time. Sometimes I'm fed up. I say, Benny, leave me alone. Just don't keep watching me all the time. And then he would run under the bed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I've been living in the house now for almost 9 years,
Mhm.
and he didn't do that before.
Huh?
It's only since she's been praying
Yeah,
under
yeah.
that
Maybe
tree.
she prays very hard, very
Sincere.
sincerely, and
Yeah.
some angels appear
Or
there,
something.
or God appears there.
Yeah.
Who knows? You go ask the dog psychic,
But
okay?
he's very
It's more
cute.
neutral this
Yeah.
way.
The way he
Yeah.
looks, and he looks, and then he
Mm-hmm.
turns.
My dog people also sometimes nobody around, but they bark, and they run into a special place and bark very loud. See, they see things that other humans don't see. That's all. They see auras, yes, and they also can see some upcoming events that warn you also,
Yeah.
or they take the effect for you. So maybe they get sick and you don't. Maybe they get into an accident and you don't. Things like that. They're very noble beings. Mostly they come to the planet to teach humans unconditional love. To just to love, you see? So even if you just call your dog person, even though not Harley, he would feel sad, but in a few seconds he come wagging tail again. And love you all the time, like nothing ever
Yeah.
happened. Love you 24 hours, 24/7. Yeah. No human can love you like that.
Yeah.
They get tired. But the dog people, they never get tired of loving you. And my dog people, for example, because sometimes I work very late, and I forget to pet them or sing to them before they go to bed, even though they sleep next to me or in the next room. I'm just oblivious of them. I just bury myself in work. So when I remember, it's already past midnight, they're already asleep. But never mind, I say better than nothing. Who knows if we leave again another day. You better do it now. So I go and pet them, rub tum-tum or massage in their neck and things. And then immediately they turn around, kissing me or putting a paw up for me to, surrender to. Yeah. They're never too tired to love you. It's never too late to love them. It's never too late for them to love or to receive love. Never, ever. And even my dog person, when he was sick like that, so because of the accident, so sick, he was always ready for love, always, even if he was in pain. He never complained. Yes. I just had another new house, It's not my house. It's my house, but it's not my house. And a neighbor dog person, just because I gave him some veggie bones now and then, a long time ago. He remembered me very much. So when I came, he didn't bark anymore. He just stuck his nose outside of the fence waiting, and I had to go and pet him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was so snuggling and so happy. And even recently, I gave him a green bone, a vegan green bone. There are two kinds, vegetarian and vegan green bones. You be careful, okay? The vegetarian ones, they have gelatin or something in them. So I gave him a green bone that he loved. But he just waited for me to pet him. He didn't eat. So I thought he didn't want the green bone. Or he's not used to it that much. So he didn't care because my dog people go gaga. They can eat the whole pack if you leave them. But this, he just didn't eat it. He just left it aside. And then he took it into his mouth, but then he dropped it beside him. And I said, you don't like it? Well, you try it, it's nice. But he still didn't try. And he just stuck his nose in between the fence so that I had to pet him, pet, talk nicely, lovey-dovey. And then I left into my house next door, nearby. And then I turned my back. He was jumping on the green bone and yapping. And I said to my driver, look at that. I thought he didn't want the bone.
Yeah.
It's because he loves this more than the bone. That's why I didn't realize that he's just a neighbor dog, and I had not seen him for more than a year. He still stuck his nose down and wanted to be petted. I told lovey-dovey a little bit. Yeah, better than green bone, but he loves the green bone. All the dog people love the green bone, the vegan green bone. So I was very touched, I thought, how can a dog person appreciate me more than his favorite food? But it's really like that. I was surprised. If it's my dog, I understand, but he hasn't seen me for a year and he still remember me and he still want love instead of food. I was so surprised. And another thing, like Benny, yes, he loves the green vegan bone. He would kill for it. Even his favorite dog people are the Poodle, Lucky, and Happy. Yeah, Happy is the only girl in the house, before Lady came, and now Happy alone. So even if Happy comes near when he's eating the vegan green bone, he would growl at her to warn her, go away from me. And then we'll take the bone and run somewhere else. But even that, if I give him the bone and he knows I'm going out, and I give him a bone to pacify him, he just doesn't eat. He really shows his face, displeasure face, look down upon. The face he shows. My God, so human. I can't believe the dog person does this. He just shows it. Like when you disdain somebody or something, and then he runs to the other place. He doesn't even look at the bone. But normally he would eat the whole package if you let him. He loves it. All of my dog people love the vegan bone. Only if I'm there. And sometimes I give him the bone, but I'm busy going to the kitchen or doing something else. Then he dropped the bone and follow me instead. And then Happy is just too happy to see this occasion. She jumps on the bone, then when he comes back, there's no more. Happy, she's always eyeing, always eyeing his bone. She eats too fast,
Yeah.
Even though I give Benny less, Happy more, of course. She just drinks the bone. She doesn't even chew it or something. So fast. And then immediately runs next to Benny and sits there waiting. Even though he growls at her, she doesn't care. She has no shame. I say, you shameless. This is so funny, the things that dog people do, huh? Many things we cannot imagine.
Master, before I left, they were very sad. So I spoke to them and I said to them, don't be sad, Mommy's going to see Master, see. And then they calmed down and they weren't so sad anymore because I feel my dogs really understand when I talk to them.
Yes, I understand. You have to tell them what happens, okay? Anytime something changes or you're going somewhere, just tell them. I understand. It's better. Just like your friend or your children, if you just left without telling, then they also feel wondering what's happening, okay? Tell the dog people. Yes. It's easier to tell the dog people than to tell your boyfriend, I'm telling you. Right? So you still have boyfriend or new one? Or...
I don't have a boyfriend, Master.
You don't?
No.
All this time? How can it be?
I don't know, Master. The guys don't
Fed
like
up, huh?
me.
Fed up, huh?
Yeah, it's just that after a week or 2 weeks, it doesn't work out.
Yeah. But you can't just pick any guy. That's why.
No, I'm quite fussy, Master. But
no, what I mean, it's not about the appearance or about personality. No. You know, you will be wrong if you pick just a handsome guy or a sweet guy.
Yeah.
It will be always not right. It has to be something from inside. See? Because if you have a criteria like, okay, I like this type, you know, like I say, my type and not my type, then it's always a wrong guy.
Yeah.
Okay? It has to have some feeling inside. It must be real love. Because if you keep changing guys all the time, that means you haven't found true love.
No.
You're fed up quickly. Just a date or, you know, coffee shop or something, nothing else happens.
And it's also very superficial, you know, Master. 'Cause the
Yeah,
men,
that's right.
They don't want to get to know you as a person.
No, but even if they want to get to know you, after you get to know them, you don't want to see them anymore. It's just so mundane, eh?
Yeah.
And then when you're together, one boy, one girl, it just seems strange, huh? Kind of
But
dragging you down a little bit.
It does get a bit lonely also, though,
I know
Master.
that.
I
Go to
sometimes
group
struggle.
meditation.
I do. But
The center, they don't open every day?
we can if we want to. We're allowed to
Okay, then just go there.
Yeah.
Maybe some lonely soul also sits there and then...
No, Master.
And then both of you are not lonely anymore.
There's no lonely souls in our center.
No?
No, most of the brothers
Only
are married.
you? You're the only one lonely?
Yes.
Oh, I was so sorry
And
for
they're
you.
not my type.
You have 2 dogs. What else you want? And the housekeeper
cat.
who prays
And a
to the
cat.
tree even. Life's so interesting.
No, Master, you make my life interesting.
Yeah,
Really,
I know,
that's
but...
true.
Okay, if you want to find a
The
boyfriend...
path and I practice. But I would like a boyfriend.
You okay
if it's
now, huh?
possible.
You're good financially now, okay, right?
I'm much better. Thank you, Master.
But I have to tell you, you were a very good driver.
Thank you, Master.
Very sweet and good. I wish I had one like that all the time. But you can't stay long, you know? You have to jump with me around, and your passport's very difficult.
My passport's actually okay. It's just that I have so much responsibility in South Africa.
Yeah, with 2 dog people and 1 housekeeper, it's really something.
Yeah. And remember Annabella too, Master. She's my cat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then you have a
She's
house
very
full.
cute, yeah.
Yeah? House full, and then you say you're lonely. Rubbish. You talk rubbish. Okay, who else? Want to tell me some rubbish stuff? You're not talking garbage. I'm just joking. Okay, don't take it personally. But it is personal. No, I'm just joking. You're okay. Really. What is this now? It's a new stuff here. Something in my throat all day. Tell me, who else?
Could I ask you some more spiritual questions?
Sure. Anybody ask. I'm here for that.
No, it's because it's the first time that I've met you, so I'm not...
You're not your first time? I thought I know you for a million years. Come on, love, ask me.
In a sense, when you first walked in, I felt a bit ashamed in a sense because I thought you looked so normal. like just like an, I mean, you know, like just a normal
yeah,
person.
I understand.
But then it's like
you're
for me-
supposed to have a big aura and all that flashing into your.
This is what I'm gonna say. But then it's like I have a switch, you know, like a switch, and then I saw, like, I can see the aura.
You did?
Yeah, and it's like you're painting, you know, like the angels and the
in the
and
aura.
the crown. Yeah, and I don't know how to explain this. Sometimes when I like switch on, I don't know how to explain another way.
I understand. You tune in.
It's
yes.
It's like it's
It's
just
automatic.
blinding. I just feel like I can't even look at you. I just feel like you're so bright.
Yeah.
It's just.
I'm sorry, I
blinding.
cover myself.
And I just thought that's how I feel that I know you. Maybe because I've been practicing for a couple of years, and that's how I know you from the inside. So, yeah.
That's good. You're
So
crying now. Have a candy.
And also sometimes, I don't know if it's just me, but when I go to group meditation at the Brighton Centre, it's like I see you sitting in lotus position right at the front of the room, and I know you're always there with us.
Yes.
Like every group med, you're right there at the front. There's the painting, but I know it's not just the painting. I can see you there as well.
You see the manifestation
and I just wanna
body.
say
Okay.
Thank you that you're always there.
And you still doubted me that I look so normal? With all that experience, still doesn't assure you. I tell you,
that was my
human's
first
mind.
impression. So
Human's
that's why.
mind, human's mind. Yeah. I got
thank
that
you.
all the time, honey. You're not the only one. I'm glad that I look normal. I could not even hide my aura sometimes to be safe. You don't know that. I don't want this aura. It's just there. What can I do? You know, I don't even want it. I want to look more normal than what you think I am normal, so that I can blend in and that I'm safe. You know, I mean, safe to do my work. But sometimes I'm just exposed because of this aura stuff. Because some people, they don't even practice meditation, but they still can see auras. I told you one of the stories in the hotel. Yeah. The guy is just kneel in front of me, you know, in front of all the guests in the reception and in the hotel in Monaco. He's still there. He said, he saw my aura so bright, you know. He said, but don't you see that from some other people? I'm just trying to make it, you know, like nothing is nothing at all, you know. And he said, no, we see only once in many thousands maybe, you know, and not like so bright like this. And he was a tough guy. He shaved all his head. He looked like a president's bodyguard, you know. He was so tall and he hardly smiled ever. He looked so tough. I was kind of scared of him a little bit when I first came. I thought he was a bodyguard or the security guard in disguise or something, you know. But when he was with me, he talked so soft and because of the aura. And then, of course, it spread to many other people because he did this kind of thing in front of everybody. People asked him also. So that I could not even stay in that hotel for long. But even then, people see it, but they don't really care. See? They'd rather see Jesus or Mary in the picture with a round halo painted around them than see the real person who has it. They would believe the picture who has it, but won't believe the real person who has it. And some police, they also have this ability. And some outside people also. So it's very difficult for me to hide, huh? I cannot hide the aura, no matter what I say. So sometimes I say a very normal thing because when I go out, I just play silly, you know, like everybody else. But some people just look at me and smiling and say, you are different. I say, how? You like my clothes? You're special. You know you're special. Oh. For example, you know, then I just have to stop playing silly because if they know you already, you know, you don't play anymore. But whenever I'm out, I always play as normal as I can. I wear normal clothes, normal jeans even now, and everything I do. So trying to fool people to leave me in peace like everyone else. But sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can't. Just like you, they tune in, they switch. And then they can see it. Sometimes they don't switch because sometimes it just hits them, you know, they see it. without them doing anything. Some people have this ability because in the past life they have practiced in this direction, you see. Just like you in the past life, you also practiced meditation. That's why your faith is strong, even though you think I'm too normal for you. What else can I do? Grow some horns or something? I'm too normal, hey? With makeup and all that stuff. Yeah, lipstick.
Can I mention one other thing?
You like some...
Is that okay?
Yes.
When I was, thank you. When I was practicing convenient method, waiting to get initiated.
Yes.
So this was in 2009. I saw, I think it was on a brother's YouTube channel. He recommended watching a particular video of you, and it's when you were in, I think, in Israel, and you had curly hair and the way, and I could see you like looking up, and you could see heaven and the angels, and it looked like you were back home. And you reminded me a lot of Jesus.
Yes, at that time I felt.
And
I felt I am Jesus.
Yeah, and I could see that, but I just thought there was, and it wasn't until the Hungry tapes that I watched that it confirmed it, you know, and.
Confirm what? Confirm, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that to me that you were Jesus. I could.
Oh yeah.
It just looked like you were back home.
Yes. I felt very much that I was home.
And even your hair and the way you looked and the way you were dressed, it was like almost like a hologram of that time showing through.
Yeah, at that time I really felt at home. Felt that I was home again. Yes. But it's just the inside. Outside looked the same. My hair was just curly, by the way, at that time. At that time I had curly hair, yes. But I did feel that I was home. And I did feel that I was Jesus. But maybe many people feel like that when I went there. But it's different, of course. It was very nice feeling. It was very nice. So assuring and so blissful. Yeah, it's a pity that such a holy land that awakened people into the spiritual feeling should be always in trouble like that. It pains me so much. Thank you for sharing with all of us all these things. Very nice.
Thank you, Master.
You're new, but you're also pretty old. You're pretty old like me. Any more?
Actually, there is something else that it happened a couple of years before I got initiated, and I remembered it when I was at my initiation, and there was these two dreams that I had.
Two dreams.
They had particular quality to them that I knew they were different.
Yes.
And what I'm not clear on is if it's a past incarnation somewhere else, or if it's like a parallel, another life. Sometimes it feels like I'm not just here, like. I don't know if I'm remembering from a past time or if it's another part of me somewhere else.
I understand.
Should I describe it? One of the
dreams?
Yeah,
if you want to.
One of the dreams was, I'm not in a physical body like this one, and its impression it's like in outer space somewhere, and I'm not standing on anything. It was like I'm with people and with like a row of other beings, and what we're there for is it's like our weapon is the light to fight the oncoming darkness. But it's just like being in outer space, and it was just more of like an impression more than pictures.
Understand.
So that's what I wasn't clear on. Is this from before, or is this something going on somewhere else?
Something before.
Okay.
Past life, you just re-experience it to clean up some karma.
Okay.
Sometimes in a dream, you can work out the karma. Yes, so that the fixed karma in present time is not too unbearable, so that you can evolve more fast, more quickly in a spiritual process. Yeah, it's good. People do that all the time. The practitioners, they dream and they have visions to work out many different karmas. Otherwise, in one lifetime, it's very difficult to clean it all out. Except the master maybe scold you or beat you up or something. Beat you up. Whip. Then you clean you fast. But nobody likes that. Me neither. I also don't like that method, but that's the fastest way. Apart from cleaning it yourself, in a dream or something, it's more difficult. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. No, huh? Okay. You stay until tomorrow? All of you?
Until 24.
Saturday. Okay. We'll see you again tomorrow. Well, I hope. I mean, unless something last minute happens. Otherwise, I come see you every day. Okay? Not all day or night, of course. Nah? Yes. I wish I could, but never mind. Okay? I stay as much as I can. And I come see you every day if I can. Yeah? And now, if you don't have any more, like, earth-shaking stories or questions, any more questions, can ask tomorrow again, or tell me now. If not, we meditate together, Sava? Any special requests? You want some cakes or something before you settle in? Or later? Now? After, eh? If you get too excited, you can't meditate, you know. All this sugar stuff and all the happiness. I will bless it, and then you take it after your meditation, okay? Now you should calm down. No calories, no sugar surge. I see you inside. Yeah, knock knock. Who's there? It's your B-sis.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven, Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD